Hey, man, shout out to Pepsi, man. You know what I mean? What he said, I open my own soda top like a Pepsi. But then what I say, I got my own soda. I ain't need no Fanta. It's red. What's up with the live, man? I need y'all to like, share, subscribe. Welcome into the chat, man. Double tap that screen, man. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all day been going, man? I ain't see y'all in a few days, man. Y'all know we just had the birthday. Yeah. Yeah. Red going up, man. Y'all ready for that new music video? The new music video's on the way, man. Uh, we got some packaging of food. We finna eat on something, man. You know, it's time to eat, man. It's time to eat, man. It's time to eat, man. You know what time it is. My favorite, man. No, remember like I told you, I get steak at night, not the soup. But you know I got the sauce, I got the soup. Ooh. How's it looking? Does that look good? Yes, sir. Man, I get steak at night, not the soup. But you know I got the sauce, I got the soup. Woo! That's that fire. They ready to eat. I'll tell you, we eat, y'all. We eating. We eating. We eating. We eating. Hold on, look, 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 look. Let me flip it over just for you. Oh yeah, fire, fire. That shit just looks fire, smells fire with the avocado. Oh yeah, red eating. I told you I get steak at night, not the soup. But you know I got the sauce. I got the soup. It's red, man. What's up with the lie? So we over here finna eat on this steak right now. You know, we just chilling. How y'all doing, man? Hey, it's been raining these last few days. It ain't no fun in the rain, y'all. Mm-hmm. And we big chilling, bro. Finna eat on some food. I told you I'm gonna stay doing these reviews. Gotta keep grubbing on bomb food. That's one thing I love, bro. You know, like I said, there's so many different cultures with different food, let alone there's just so much good food in the world. So it's like we eating. We eating. I was trying to do a word of the day, but you know, the day already over. So today we ain't gonna do a word of the day. I was trying to go live earlier. I was kind of busy today. I ain't even gonna lie. I had hella stuff to do. As y'all see, I'm working on that new singles about to drop. So I just finished up like the couple touches on the song. I think y'all gonna like it. Like I said, it's more of a song for y'all to slap. I think it's gonna give clarity to the ears. And not only that, I'm speaking on some real shit, you know? Some shit like y'all can learn from it. Clarity. Straight, we know the truth. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, it's been a blessing, bro. I woke up in a great mood today, man. I got up and went and got to my stuff, handled all my stuff, man. And then I ended up having a little stuff working on the music. Like I told you guys, the new soda flavor's done. And then after that, I said, I want to go live today. And I ended up going live, and I'm happy I caught y'all today because it's nice when I get to go live with y'all. Because other than that, I don't really get too much free time no more. Mm-hmm. This shit right here, smacking, bro. Stay eating. And I like they put the avocados on it. You know, I like avocados. Some people don't like avocados. I like avocados. Mm-hmm. I wanted to say something. You know, I see people working. I want people to keep up the great work, bro. This is our year for everybody to do great with the work, you know, ethic. It's a blessed year for the whole world, bro. Everybody's on positivity. I love it, dude. I like to see people shining, bro. And the thing that we're gonna make that's big this year is instead of hating, congratulating. You feel me? So that's the major move we gonna make this year. Excuse me. Look, check this out. The reason why I said the biggest thing today for we ain't gonna do the hating and we gonna do the congratulating is because like I have people always hating on me, you know, and like I told you guys, don't let that stop you. How the next person feels about your music is their opinion, and how they feel about you is their opinion. Uh-huh. That's not the truth. So at the end of the day, you ain't gotta worry about what motherfuckers say, just do you? Uh-huh. I'm telling you, I'm trying to be like a speaker, bro. Not only a speaker of just knowledge, because, you know, I've been through a lot, but a speaker to teach you guys that you can really grow and overcome obstacles. Like, there's been a lot of obstacles in my life I would never thought I would have overcome. And when I did overcome them, I thought they were impossible. But like I told you guys, impossible don't spell impossible. The motherfucker says, I'm possible. I'm possible. Not impossible. I'm possible. You can do it too. So I just think, like I said, people just got to believe in themselves a little more. That's all. Straight up. Believe in yourself. Go after the things you want to do, you know, and don't let nobody stop you. And that's the thing. Me personally, I've had, just like I told you, being a ward of the state and then like being in foster care and group homes, that already stopped me from fulfilling a lot of my dreams already because I wasn't dealt with the same resources. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's not that it's going to stop me from getting my dreams. Nah, it just makes it a little harder, and it's no excuse. Nah, that's why I'm still getting to it. I just got to grind it out a little harder. You feel me? That's one thing. There ain't no excuse for anything. You won't never hear me make up an excuse for anything, bro. And that's why I say I take all accountability for what I be going through and shit, and I try to make a better situation of what I went through. Because, like, at the end of the day, my whole fucking growing up childhood been fucked up. You don't want people to have to deal with that. So, like, that's why I said the music's my way out. And me being able to do this music, bro, it's all I got at the end of the day. You know, I don't got no family, I ain't got no kids, I ain't got no children. All I got is music, y'all. It's kind of crazy, huh? So that's why it's such a big deal. But like I told y'all, you know, I wouldn't even mind sometimes when I leave, you know, when I get ready, because I've had some close times where I've almost, you know, lost my, you know, when it comes. And when that time comes, I almost had that time with the appointment with God. And I think it's crazy because, like, when I thought about it, I thought, like, you know, since I don't got no friend, I don't really fuck with people. I just make music, do it to myself. I agree, bro. I feel like I be taking people's space, like I be blocking people's from their blessings or something, because people be looking at me, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to let everybody else be seen. Everybody else deserves to be seen more than me. You wanna know why I think like that? Not only because they got a better opportunity to actually get somewhere with it than I did, because, you know, I come from a messed up background, but then they can actually utilize what I told them and actually use the skills and bypass those 5-6 years that I wasted of learning the skills. You know what I mean? And once you understand that, that's why I told you guys, to learn something, you have to understand it first. You can't just learn something and think you know it. You have to understand it. So I had to understand just what life was about. That's why they say, you know, most people when they know what life's about, you look at life hella different. You know, once you figure it out and you actually know your whole concept, the way you preserve life and everything, you start to understand everything, bro. And then you be grateful for the little things you do, like just going to get some food and eating on steak at night. That's why I told you I'm always eating steak at night. I'm grateful to be able to eat steak at night, and not only eat steak at night, eat pancakes in the morning, top of fruit, wake up, make music, you know, and I am eating on steak, not the soup. Not no problem. You know, I like my chicken noodle soup. I'll eat some chicken noodle soup or some tomato soup. Like, ain't nothing wrong with soup. But I'm just saying, like, you know, personally, like, I'm happy I get to do the things that I'm telling y'all. You know, I'm not just saying this to try to flex on y'all. I'm not just saying this to try to be a person that portrays himself as somebody to think he's oh this, that. Nah, I'm telling you literally what I'm doing. I'm waking up eating pancakes topped with fruit and I'm eating steak at night, not the soup. Literally. I think it just hits different, bro. It just makes me feel more, you know, you feel satisfied because you're not trying to be something you're not, you know? I'm just being me. And that's what I understand. I think that's where people, they try to bite my style or they try to like bite or copy me. But you can never duplicate me or copy me or even try to take the energy from me. Yeah, you could try to take some female energy. She had energy that I gave her. You took that energy. That ain't nobody's energy. So like that ain't even my energy. That ain't my wife. You know what I mean? That's all you, Brody. So like I think it's funny how a person could try to get connected to you on another person's level through the energy like that when that don't even work either because I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not taking energy from another source. No, I create my own energy. You see all this stuff? Everything I've done, I create. So I create my own energy. That's why I like to be by myself. When you create your own energy, you don't want to be around a lot of people. It's not like a lot of people are a bad thing, but it's like I need to focus. I need to keep my mindset focused on energy. You feel me? Like for you to focus on energy, you got to be able to silence, focus. That's like The Rock said, or I think it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He said early in the morning, I go play golf. I'll take 2 hours, sit in the golf cart and just peace in mind, looking at this thing. And that's real shit. Like 1 hour a day of just thinking about, like getting your mind started. Like instead of just starting the day, first thing you do, take that first hour after you wake up and thank God. Because don't forget to thank God. Thank God when you wake up. Because, you know, every day we wake up, it's a blessing, bro. So you want to thank God right when we wake up, you know, and say, amen. Thank you, God, for getting me up today. And then after you do that, get ready to your, you know, hygiene, whatever you do. Or if people don't do hygiene, I don't know. I'm not telling you how to live by it. That's what I do most of the time. You know, I'm up brushing teeth, getting ready. And then after that, you know, once you do that, then you sit and take just 1 hour, bro. Maybe even 30 minutes if you're busy. I mean, I don't know what your job is. You know, some people start at 8 in the morning. But just take 30 minutes, bro, and really sit with yourself and evaluate what you want to get done for that day. It doesn't have to be what you want to do with your life. It doesn't have to be with what you want to do forever. Just what do you want to get done for that day? And understanding that if you don't get it done, make sure you get it done the next day. You feel me? Don't waste. Can't procrastinate. And a lot of people do that, bro. And then it sucks because when they don't do it the next day, then they forget about it. I've done it to myself. That's why when I want to do something now that I really want to do, I just do it right away so I don't forget. That's why I told you guys, I don't really have a bucket list. You know, most people are like, oh, I want to do all this before I die. Like, I literally did everything before I died, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Before I die, I feel like I've done everything that's been on my bucket list that I wanted to do, and I appreciate that. That's why I'm very blessed and grateful, because a lot of people can't say they did that. And not only can I say that I've done a lot of stuff on my bucket list, but I did it without parents, you know? I did it by myself. Yeah, I had the help of a foster parent like my pops, but other than that, you know, Pops ain't really putting no money. He made me go get a job. He said, get your ass to work. Literally. So it's like I've always had to make my own money, do my own stuff. That's why I told you guys, like, it made me very independent and dependent on myself. But it's a good thing and a bad thing because it's like I'm not open to like new waves, new connection, new music. Like even with new music, like a lot of artists want to work with me new. But it's like you gotta understand, I've been around people for years and they still charging me like I ain't even knew them. They charging me like I'm brand new. So it's like, yeah, no, bro, I gotta understand. I gotta do the same thing. You know, we've been doing this music for since 2013, 2012, let alone we've been around the music since 2008. So it's like a long time, you know? We've seen a lot happen with this music. You know what I mean? Good and bad. So it's kind of like cool that I get to show you guys, you know, you can really make something from it. And that's why I'm trying to tell you guys to chase your dream. Because this is the thing. If I, it's not that I didn't make my dream or nothing. Now I'm doing exactly what, like I told you guys, everything I talked about, everything I dreamed about, I'm literally doing. So I don't complain at all. That's why I'm happy. Yeah, you might not think that, nigga, I'm over here going to do everything I'm talking about. So it's like, that's one thing, and I guess it made me a problem because, like I told you guys, law of attraction is a big thing. But when you say law of attraction, you can attract good and bad things. You feel me? So when I speak law of attraction, I only speak positivity. Like I said, one thing is, you know, when you understand that we all are born to die, you understand that, you know, it's an appointment with God, but that doesn't mean you have to be like, hey, I just got to go do this, and if he died, I gotta. No, don't ever do that. That's called speaking that law of attraction. So what you do is instead you could be like, all right, I'm going through this right now. But I don't want to put myself in a position where I might do this or something. And if you say it like that, you law of attracted it because you took it as a positive. You get what I'm saying? You turned it into a positive instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to just kill myself or some dumb shit. Like, that's one thing. Like, it's a great awareness, bro. It's a great awareness, you guys. And I wish I could teach a lot of people this all the time because I know people deal with it and struggle with that. It was something that I've dealt with too, you know, personally. Like, even when I was young and like I told you guys, I was in the crazy places and all those stuff. One thing that it taught me to do was not only cope with myself, but understand that nobody affects me unless I let them affect me. You know what I'm saying? What did Dork Vader say, man? What's up? Hey, bro. What's up, Dork Vader, man? You just missed us, man. We was eating on the carne asada. You already know, man. We was eating on the carne asada. Dork Vader said, we up in here, Red. What's up with you, Dork Vader, man? Hey, bro. What's up with it, man? He all the way in Norway, man. That's an out-of-country viewer right there. Salute, man. I love talking to these out-of-country viewers. Even the ones that are in the country, just everybody that supports the channel. Like, one thing, like, I'm understanding now, I'm going to start using my channel as a platform not only for me to teach you guys some stuff, like real life, like, you know, how we're talking about just right now, just on some real life shit, but teach you guys something that I know that it'll resonate with you guys. Like, that's one thing I'm writing this book, right? Dork Vader, I don't know if I'm talking to you, if you can hear me, but I'm writing this. He said, that's dope, bro. I'm just chilling. Hey, you feel me? We chilling too, bro. We just ate. We over here posting. We about to be working on this book, bro. I'm calling it. I want to call it Tony Montana, but if they get to tripping on me like that on the Tony Montana, you know, because you know that's still kind of like, it ain't like I'm taking the Scarface name, but still Tony Montana is still associated with it. So I don't know if they trip on it book wise. Obviously, they didn't trip on it about my album. He said, I hear you, bro. Okay, most definitely. He said, have you seen the Predator Badlands yet? Nah, but I've heard of Badlands for surely. I ain't seen it yet, though. I've heard about it, though. I need to see it. I haven't seen it, though. And so, like, yeah, it's just crazy, right? So next, you know, like, it's just something I want to do as a person to give you guys not only knowledge and learn from stuff, but stuff you can really utilize, bro. Because fuck, dude, I be feeling like, that's like this one person just made a funny thing what I said, right? So y'all seen I had posted that video and the guy's pushing a wheelchair down the street, right? He pushing a wheelchair. I'm driving past, but nobody's sitting in the wheelchair, bro. I'm looking like, damn, bro, he ain't got nobody in the wheelchair, bro. Not one person. Like, it's just him pushing an empty wheelchair. And I'm just thinking to myself, bro, you ain't got nobody in it. You supposed to be in it. You should be in that fucking wheelchair. Like, you ain't supposed to be over here pushing an empty wheelchair and then you look like you should be in it. You supposed to be in it. And it was just funny to me. It was just, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you guys real content like that. Like, that was least expected for me, bro. I just was driving out from getting checked by my doctor, you know, and next, you know, I just see this dude just walking around pushing the wheelchair, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, bro, I'm just like,
Man, there ain't nobody even sitting in this wheelchair, bro. You supposed to be.
Oh, bro, it was great, y'all. It was great. And so it's just something like I told you guys, I'm starting to see major progress, bro. I'm feeling good, man. The music's getting better. I'm liking y'all vibing with it. Like, keep running up that I gotta make it, bro. Dork Vader, you was one of the first people to comment on that music video. You said I'm out here in Norway and slapping this song, and I think that's cool. You know, you're in a whole nother country playing that song out the speakers or out the car, whatever you driving. I don't know how other countries, you know, it's all different lifestyle, bro. So like, I never been to Norway, so I expect it's still somewhere similar to America, but I don't know if it's exactly. Yeah, he said he threw the heart, so I expect a little similar. You know what I mean? But one thing that I thought was cool about that is just, you know, you was one of the first people that commented, bro, and then I dropped the music video. So if you ain't, I haven't seen your comment on the music video, you should go comment on the music video because you commented on the song when I first dropped it, and the music video's out now, man. He said, do you see the link, bro? It's Baglands free here on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to check it. Most definitely, yeah. Yeah, I see it. I'm going to check it for sure. It's a free movie on YouTube. Is it free with the ads? He said, the bull, Kydro. What's up, Kai? What's up, my guy? What you doing, Brody? Happy New Year, Kai. And so, yeah, bro, I'm just over here chilling, man. I ain't doing shit. Trying to chop it up. Talking about these new music videos I dropped. You know, I just recently dropped that I Gotta Make It in 3 days. What, 3 days ago I dropped it? So today was make it 4 days, I'm pretty sure. So I just dropped it. And then not only did I drop that I Gotta Make It music video, you know we dropped the My Plan to Work music video. And you guys ran that up to 500 views with ease. So I appreciate all you guys that viewed that song and viewed that My Plan to Work. Happy 2026, bull. Happy 2026, Kai. I'ma tap in for sure. It's a dope movie. Yeah, most definitely, bro. I'ma check it out. Here, let me see if I pop it on right now. I'm gonna pop it on right now. Let me see. See if it's on this little YouTube real quick. Let's see. Yes, sir. Alright, cool. So yeah, man, just like that, we over here we're gonna check it out and see if we can find this Baglands just so we can see. I might have seen it already. I don't know. I be seeing a lot of new movies. I've seen all types of stuff, so it just matters. I don't be picky, you know. That's the one thing about me. I watch any type of movie, like as long as it's a good movie, I'm trying to watch it. Throw some likes, share, man. Double tap the screen if you was in here, man, because we got y'all. We got a few people. I see Kai up in here. Kai, you been dropping some new music. You got some new stuff you coming, man. What's up with it? Let me know, man. That's what I'm saying. I ain't really been making too much new music, bro. It's really a lot of new music videos finna drop for y'all. But I'm trying to either, I don't know if I'm gonna let this one. I might drop another music video at 500 views at I Gotta Make It, but I want to try to get I Gotta Make It a little bit higher than 500 views. We did 500 views for the last video. We trying to keep progressing. So I want to at least do at least 600-700 views, and then I'll drop the capable video or whatever we drop. I mean, we got other videos that just capable. So, and I like the capable song because one thing about the capable song, like I told you, was me showing that I'm capable to walk alone. Like I'm capable to stand my own. I don't need nobody. I didn't need anybody in the first place already, but it was kind of easier to let go of the emotions of trying to still love somebody that doesn't love you, of like even friends, probably like, one thing that my pops taught me was get a job at an early age. You gotta pay for your own things. Like I'm not gonna pay for you. And so like one thing it always had taught me, not only dealing with that from him, I was dealing with that from the state. I was in the ward of the state, and my social worker was telling me to get a job at the time. Go get a fucking job. Like
you gotta work. We're not gonna keep paying you these social service benefits for the rest of your life, like type shit. And so I ended up getting a job, like I told you, at 16. And that was like my first legit job with taxes. But I mean, I was already working for the state at like what, 13, 14? When you think about it, I was working for the state doing the little side gigs, like I told you, working on the farm, doing the Clydesdales, the horses, you know, and we were getting paid $5 an hour back then. And that was through the state. And so that's what I said. And it was cool. It was cool. We would leave, they would give us money and shit, you know. We'd get like $300-$400. So every time we leave back to the Bay or wherever we were, because you know everybody lived in different places. Some people weren't even from Cali out that motherfucker. Uh, it was kind of crazy, bro. Like they would just let us be able to send the money and like you know, or you could take it with you on a pass, whatever. But me personally, I tried to always stack the money. Like that was something I was always good at because I never had nothing to spend it on. Like other people had their parents. One dude had a child at that time. You know, we 15 years old. He already got a kid at 15, 16 years old. Like, yeah, that was that early age, bro. He was doing crazy shit. And so, like, he was hella young, dude, and that's what I'm saying. We were all young teenagers back then, and I'm glad I never went to rush to have a child back then. Like, I'm glad I never rushed to have children. Because a lot of my friends' children now are 12, 15 years old and shit, and it's crazy, bro. It's just wild to me because it's like, damn, now I feel hella late. I'm feeling like I'm behind, but really, I'm not behind. God said, you're doing perfectly fine. You ain't got to waste no time. You feel me? And so I had to think about that with God. Like, it's crazy, you guys. That's why I want to teach you guys a lot. Like, don't ever think that taking time to do something is a bad thing, but don't procrastinate about it. So it's okay to take time and do something, but don't procrastinate about it. Because, see, some people could take time on doing something, but then they procrastinate. And so now you ain't even gonna do it. Now you're just putting it off to the side, and then you just took a lot of time. You took too much time. Hold on, what Dork Vader? We got a few people. What up, Red? What up, Freddie, man? What's up, Freddie, man? We got a few people up in here. He said, have you heard about Havoc before? Nah, I haven't. Capable is a very good song. Thank you, Dork Vader. JPZ dropped the song Common Celeria to the beat, then this dude Philly dropped the song using the same beat as JP. Yeah, bro, a lot of people do that, and that's when you lease beats. And that's why I laugh, because I don't know if you guys ever seen this post. It's on Instagram. It be popping up kind of like that sponsor shit. And the dude says, he's like, artists, you guys need to never buy beats from BeatStars. Or some beats are from producers. You guys need to pay the producers after you know, put the song out or whatever. And like I was telling them, I'm thinking like in myself, because I've been making music for years. You know, I've been around some big artists, bro. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Like, that's called a lease. Like, he calling it exclusive. That's a lease, bro. You don't own that beat, bro. That's a lease. You done leased it. And that's like me. When I know I've leased beats, I know the producers personally. So to me, it's not really like a lease to me because it's like I know the person, and if we had an issue or something, we reach out. It's nothing to get connected. They got all my info. We got their info. It's the same thing. That's cool. But like when you don't know the person and then you lease the shit and then you got this person still coming back, and it happens to a lot of artists, not just me. I'm just saying it's happened. I've seen it personally, but I'm saying I've known multiple artists that it happens to, and it's the worst feeling, bro. When you come back like and you just see this producer like, hey, bro, I bought this beat from you for 150. And this motherfucker tells you, bro, that was just a lease. That wasn't even exclusive. That was just a lease. Like, I need most of the money you making off that motherfucker. And that happens too, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta always know the ifs, ands, and buts. But see, like, when you like me and an artist like me and you know, like, you ain't blown up yet, you don't have to worry about buying every beat exclusive, because the song ain't gonna take off like that, at least right now for what you know. Maybe in the time it does, you can scramble up the little funds, you know, scramble up your funds, you know. But other than that, you shouldn't have to worry when you're an artist like me. Like I said, I'm an underground artist. I'm not like big. Yeah, I made songs with big artists, but that don't mean I'm a big artist. Like I don't go around like they do, and people are like, "Hey, that's him, that's him." Nah, people see me, and a couple people be like, "Oh, that's him, bro. Let me get." But it ain't like everywhere I go. And it's nice when I go to other states and I get love. You know, I love being from Cali and we go to other states and people respect us and show love. Like a lot of people show love to Cali. I ain't never went to another state and got disrespected or anybody being disrespectful. It's all love, bro. Then they fuck with the music even more than most people in Cali because the politics. It's crazy, bro. People don't even want to fuck with your music in your own state. You should get beats from Big Ice. He got his own sound like EA Ski. Okay, I'm going to check him out, bro. Big Ice, I'm going to check him out. That's what I'm saying. I love checking out new beats. And I love buying exclusive beats. Like that Tony Montana. That's exclusive. Yeah, you can get something similar if you hit a bear, but he ain't gonna make it exactly like that. Like he says, we don't do that. 15 motherfuckers using beats, and for surely we don't where we come from in the city that me and Bear grew up. Because you gotta understand, I grew up with Bear on the beat. So when I grew up with Bear on the beat, when I first bought a song from him, I met him, because you know, we've been around each other for a long time, but we were at Safeway. I was getting some cookies. If y'all know, Safeway got the little, what do you call that? It's not like, I don't know, what do you call bakery section? Pretty much bakery section with all the cookies and shit. Y'all know how they be having the cookies for $1 and shit. They have the M&M's ones and shit. Well, that was back when Safeway, I don't know how they tasted now. This has been years ago. You know, I was younger, so I used to just be like, oh, I'm finna go get a cookie from Safeway and those little doors that you open. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the glass doors and shit. And, I ended up seeing Bear because he's like, bro, what's up, Red? He sees me inside just getting my stuff. And so when we chop it up, we chopping it up, chilling. And then I think it was like maybe 2-3 weeks later, I hit him up like, bro, pull back up because he lived right around that block. So I'm like, all right, pull back up, bro. Like let me meet back up with Bear on the beat again. And when he pulled back up, I ended up giving him, I think I gave him like $200. Because I got a few beats. I didn't just get one. Like, this back when nobody even knew who Bear on the Beat was. Like, now he's got songs for the biggest. He's produced some of the biggest songs now, y'all. And it's crazy, right? So, I thought it was kind of funny because I'm over here thinking to myself, like, all right, fuck it. I got $200, bro. Let me get Bear on this shit. Like, you know, like, I don't trust. I had trust for Bear, but, like, it wasn't like I knew him like that, you know what I mean? Like, I just grew up around him. We in the same area. We at the same schools, you know, same districts. Y'all know how shit go. We in the same vicinity, but it ain't like we communicating, like, every day like we here. We just seeing each other. And I know who he is. He knew who I was. And so I thought it was cool to get connected with Bear on the Beat. Because this back in I'm talking 2014. Yeah, so 2014. And it was crazy, right? So now I'm connected with Bear on the Beat. And I even hooked up with him. I get the beats, I give him the money. And those beats are on that first album that I was telling you. And I think it's crazy because one thing that I appreciate with him, he made those all exclusive. And like I said, he don't do the 10, 15 motherfuckers using the beat. No, these were straight exclusives. And like even other beats that I have were all exclusive. But like that's something that he stands on. Like he's one of those producers that doesn't sell leases. He does not sell halves. He sells only exclusives. So when you buy the beat from him, that's all you. He's not expecting any money back. He takes his money. That's it. He ain't trying to get a cut. And that's why I told you that's the exclusive. If the nigga's trying to get a cut afterwards, that's a thing called a lease. Dude, you done leased the beat, nigga. Because if you done bought it exclusive, it's done. Once you done bought that motherfucker exclusive, there ain't even no more talking. This motherfucker is your beat. You got all the rights. And so, like, it's something I try to teach you guys as artists. And just, like, you talking about EA Ski and Big Ice. I've never really heard of Big Ice, but I'm going to check him out. And I know you said he's a legend over there, so I would love to check him out and see what he's about and check out his beats. Because I know EA Ski, he makes some shit, dude. So if you compare him to EA Ski, he's got to be hard, bro. So I'm going to check him out, Big Ice, bro. Most definitely. He said, Bear is a pro with his business. Most definitely, bro. Like, that's one thing I loved about working with Bear. Even at an early age, he always told me, you know, one thing I don't know if you guys understand, my first song I made with Bear on the beat, one was called I'm Feeling Like I'm Rich, nigga. And it's like big blues on me and I'm feeling like I'm rich, nigga, because I was running around. This when Blue Hundreds first came out. You know, they just brought out the blue hundreds, so everybody was like, "Oh, I got the blue hundreds." So that's when I said I'm feeling like I'm rich. And then the other song we had check the score, and then we did a couple songs, bro. Yeah, Bear on the Beat's hard, bro. That's my boy. Like, one thing I think he don't get enough flowers, bro, but I give him his flowers all the time, and I think he understands it. But like I said, I wish I could try to give him more, but he don't. He's like me, you know. We're not asking for nothing. We do it just to do it, bro. We ain't trying to get nothing off this shit. We just needed to take care of our families and feed our friends, and that's it, bro. Like I told you, most of the money that I make from music, I could live on it, but I just go blow it and play it as extra money, dude. It's extra play money, dude. That's why it's nice for me, because it doesn't matter if my music stops or not. I'm not depending on the music like that. Now, if I didn't have the music as a dependence, then I could understand. You know, then you're like, fuck, dude, I'm not selling no albums. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Yeah, you know, then you're going to be like, you basically you didn't have a plan B. You need to have a plan B at all times, you know, even in the music industry. That's why rappers always say, I'm doing something else, something else. That's a must. That's a must. So, yeah, most definitely Bear is a pro with his business, and I think he understands that. Shout out to Bear on the Beat. If he sees this, we see you, Bear. I know he be commenting on my shit all the time, man. So, if he sees this, he commented under the Tony Montana. If y'all don't believe, like I said, he did the whole beat on that Tony Montana, and that was a great song. One thing I like about me and Bear on the Beat with that Tony Montana, it was 6 years. It's been 6 years since I rapped or even just jumped on his beats, you know? Like, I used to always rap on his beats. So, for that to be like, okay, this has been 6 years since I bought a beat exclusive and actually rapped on his beats. That's why I was telling y'all, like, that other little shit that I was putting out on YouTube, I was recording that with the equipment that she bought. You feel me? And that's why, yeah, it's good. Yeah, we got good speakers and shit, but it's only so far so good. You know, it ain't no fucking real studio quality. So when I really hit the studio, that's when I was like, all right, let's get some new beats from Bear. And so that's when I hit that Tony Montana. Cause now we got the studio all set up now. That shit's clean. They got it all set up. It's all nice up there. Like, shout out to Cal and shout out to everybody up there. Like, yeah, that shit's hard, bro. That shit's hard, bro. They doing their shit right now. And I ain't even gonna lie, like, that's how it's supposed to be, bro. And, like, one thing I like about it is I don't sit there and try to bother them. One thing you learn is everybody builds at their own pace. So once you learn that and then you give people space, it makes them easier for them to build. And then they start to notice you're not the one that's in the way anyways. You ain't blocking them from their blessings, because that's why I told you we don't want to block nobody from no blessings. We want everybody to be winning. But not many people think like Red, because I'd rather have everybody winning, because if we all winning, we all happy. You know? And it's not like I told you we ain't looking for happy, but if we do be happy, it brings peace. What'd he say? But bro, if you get some mechanics beats, it's game over for the rest. I know, hey, it's funny you say that too. I don't know if you noticed, if you go through the shorts, I posted a picture of me and mechanics, and I went to a studio in Oakland, and I was at a studio just chilling. I didn't even notice it was the mechanics studio. And it was crazy. Like, I knew it was the mechanics, but I didn't know, like, this is where his studio is, where he's recording and shit. And so then next, you know, he was up in there cooking, bro. And, yeah, it was 4 racks. I mean, I'm pretty sure the mechanics is like it's a couple people. But it was 4 racks who I'm talking about. You know, that's who was there. I'm pretty sure the mechanics isn't just one person. Like, 4 racks is one person of the mechanics, but it's a group, you know. And so I thought it was kind of cool to be able to meet 4 racks. I met him. Not only did I meet him, but I met him with the shooters. So, which is the shooters is one of the videographers. If you see, like I told you, he did Snoop Dogg's videos. He's done a lot of big artist videos. He even did that NBA Youngboy. He's done big artist videos, bro. And that's why I respect him too. Everybody that I work with is a respectable person, bro. You have to understand that. Every videographer I work with, the one that I'm working with right now, he works with way bigger artists than me. Way bigger artists. He's always busy. I don't really get much time. That's how big of artists he's working with. So when I do get them, like I said, we just shot one video, but we got another one coming up for y'all. I'm thankful for the little time that I get, and I don't waste it. That's why I say I can't procrastinate, because as soon as I'm done with my videographer I have now, he's back to the big leagues. You feel me? And yeah, I'm hoping to be in the big leagues soon. Red's on his way, man. We on our way. We ain't there yet. We on our way though. We really on our way, man. I just believe, I hope, and I try to believe and hope it happens. You know, nobody's gonna help me. I'm not asking for no handout. I don't want nobody to give me a handout. But what I want people to do is at least, you know, acknowledge it once we do it. You know, once we reach the top. What he said, cool. Yeah, I know shooters. Yeah, the shooters is hard, bro. Shooters is raw, bro. He shot a bunch of my videos. He did the What We Been Doing. He did the I'm Back. He did the Winter Soldier. He did that other one, Better Than Ever, but we had a little issue with that one, but that's still my guy. I don't give a fuck. He really went to work on them videos. And at that time, you know, this is when the shooters was still getting a name for himself. You know, this is way before anybody even knew who he was. Like, if you go to my old videos with the shooters, he had a whole different logo than what he has now. And I think that's what's cool, to look at his progress too. You know, every videographer that I worked with has made major progress. Everybody. Not one videographer that I haven't worked with has not made any progress. That's crazy, huh? That's raw. And it shows you like they all have elevated in their own ways, you know? I think that's kind of cool about it. Yeah, it's raw. But one thing I like about these new videos with my new videographer that I'm working, we just work together so smooth, you know. He understands, he comes from the same type of lifestyle, you know. Like, we both come from the struggle. We've been locked up, incarcerated, so you know, we some incarceration babies. And but that don't make you a bad person because you've been incarcerated, you know. It's just how you look at it. And so one thing with me and him, you know, he's doing his videographers. That's what he's doing as he got out. And like me, I ended up working and just doing the music when I got out and chasing a dream. And he's chasing a dream doing his videographer. So I think it's kind of cool, you know, all because you're not on the same exact path doesn't mean that it's not similar. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's still doing his dream and chasing his movies and making music videos and doing videos and like promotions, commercials. And I'm still chasing my dream doing the music, and everything that I'm trying to do with creating the brand and like creating the merch, all the shit, you know? It's just something I really like, bro. I think it's kind of cool because I can appreciate everything he does, you know, because I understand how much I take of his time. That's why I said I can't procrastinate. Like last time we were working, it was like 4, 3 in the morning, 2, 3 a.m. And we outside shooting videos late, and these police pull up on us and shit. And it was crazy because after that, he was like, bro, I can't chill no more. Like, I gotta go. And I'm just like, fuck. Because that just shows you how much time I could take up with somebody, like, without even notice. Like, we get so carried away to getting the shots, getting everything. Yeah, it's some real shit. What'd he say? Producers too have progressed. Yes, most definitely. Producers have progressed. Videographers progressed. Like, the music's gotten better. That's why I said I see nothing but progress, bro. And let alone the music's even gotten more positive. Obviously, you see the other rappers are trying to be positive. That's why I said I've been dropping positive music the whole time. Even when they thought it was negative, it's still positive. But they ain't even listening to what I'm saying. They just think it's negative. But really listen to what I'm saying. It's positive. It's about Red getting some money and coming up. I'm trying to come up, bro. And not off anybody else, off myself, but just come up in general. You know, that's the thing. You motherfuckers be trying to come up off the next person. That shit don't help at all. Then you gonna get that karma that backfire, because we ain't playing. And so that's one thing. I've already dealt with that a lot, you know, with a lot of my friends and people that I've been around. You know, they try to smile and think you don't know, but really the whole time, you know, like, you sense all that shit, bro. Like, you sense everything of them not trying to see you win. Like, them trying to sides, like I was fucking with a girl and like these dudes put on a song like woo 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 da 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 I fucked you bitch or something like that, and I'm thinking to myself like, is this nigga talking about me? Cause that ain't even my bitch. Like, do you not know I've been already knew about her? Like, I'm just playing this move, and like, you couldn't really tell nobody that. The best thing to do is just like sit there and laugh at these niggas. I just sat back and laughed. It was just funny as fuck. And the cool part is they think you don't be noticing, and then you really do. Like, damn, bruh. It's cold, dude. It's cold. And that's when I knew like a lot of artists didn't want to see me succeed. That's why I told you guys I'm blackballed in the industry. It's not that I'm blackballed in the industry like blocking like that. It's just you don't see vlogs repost me. Like Adam22, he was an all no jumper. Not like I fuck with them or nothing, but they were all watching my page. And all back in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, I could show you all the stories and screenshots where he was watching me and DMing me. And he ain't ever reach out for an interview. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people blackball you. Like, even with Vlad TV, right? Vlad TV, if he knew who my grandfather was, he says he's from the Bay. He say he been up in the Bay and like in some certain areas where my grandfather was a legend at. We'll really see if Vlad a real nigga if he what's up. But I don't think he will, you know what I mean? What'd he say? 2 times Ice Pack's album is produced by Big Ice. Okay, I'm gonna check him out. If you ever hear any word about Filthy, aka Mr. Crash Dummy from Oakland, try to get a hold on. Oh nah, I don't know who that. Oh, about that. Oh nah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I try not to even get to know. Like, I only fuck with a certain. My shit so small. It's like a Cheerio. But that's the best thing. I know everybody that I fuck with, they coming to ride. My Ice City niggas, everybody, nigga. I got real killers, nigga. Real killers. Yeah, let me stop, bro. Ice City, man. Real Oakland babies, man. Oakland. And that's why I told y'all, man. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, Oakland is the Bay, too. But, you know, they, like I told you guys, they consider themselves an own entity. It doesn't mean, like, that's not the Bay Area. That doesn't mean, like, when you're in Oakland, you're not in the Bay. Nah. You still in the Bay Area. You're just in Oakland, motherfucker. Realize where you at. Just like when you in Frisco, you in Frisco. Man. Same thing. Same thing. Still the Bay. I think people be getting that shit misunderstood. But yeah, like that's one thing that I love too. Like growing up, you know, I grew up in the deep East Bay. And not like deep East Bay like Antioch. I'm talking like right there off the water East Bay. Like I'm literally in the heart of the bay, like the trenches, you know, East Bay. Real East Bay. And it's crazy, bro, because growing up there and then like seeing the sides of each side of the bay, you know, from the South Bay to North Bay and everything, and then going to the North. And then it's crazy because like I remember a lot of people be telling me even in the like the outskirts of the bay, like you ain't from the bay, but really they were born in the outskirts and you actually born by the water. And so like you know, I mean, people told me I wasn't from this or I wasn't from that, and then I show them like, nigga, my birth certificate closer than the water than you. You way out there, nigga. You on the outskirts of the edges, dude. You ain't the big. Like, so I already know. Like I've dealt with that a lot. That's why I try to give it such a big output. You get what I'm saying? Because like same thing with LA. You know what I mean? Like a person's not gonna say they're in LA because LA's just a small part. They're gonna say they're in LA County, but they're not gonna say that they're in LA, you feel me? That's just like in the Bay. A motherfucker could be like, oh, I'm in Oakland, but like at the end of the day, it's a whole, you know what I mean? For the whole Bay, it's a whole. It's not like it's just the Bay is this. Now there's multiple counties, just like LA County is a little part of LA, and there's multiple shit in this whole area. So I think it's kind of crazy, like how it's both the same, similar. I guess a great way to look at it, great example. I like the way you brought that up. This is why I like that we get to learn. You know, we have conversations where people can actually learn knowledge and understand what we're saying. Because I understand I'm not the best at communicating and communicating how I speak about it, or my speech is about something, because you got to understand I come from the trench background, so I never had no educated speech. I've never had a right way to say something. Like, you know, I might be talking in a public space and I might cuss sometimes. I might say a bad word. I understand that's inappropriate, you know, and I understand that I have to work on that too because and me, that's natural language. Like, you know, I might just cuss and that just comes out. I know you guys do it too. We all do it. Some people, we all do it. And it's crazy. Yeah, we might just cuss and that's just natural language, especially in America, you know. Fuck off or fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? You're not even trying to cuss, dude. It just comes out on accident. So it's like, God dang it, or God, you know, the other word, but just that shit, you know. And so it's a lot of stuff that I've tried to learn to adapt where I even changed my way of talking. Like when people talk to me, bro, they're like, you're a whole different person, bro. Like your mindset, your music, the way I jump to the mic now, I just get up to the mic with ease, bro, and it just comes. It's crazy. And then it's crazy because you think that's crazy how it just comes with flowing out. The rapping part's even more crazy. It's like magic, bro. It just flows together. So it's something that I'm learning to adapt. Like I said, everything all has a purpose, bro. Like Melioration, this album, that album Melioration, the reason why that album is such a big purpose for me is because that means, melioration means to continue a process with no interruptions. So when I found out my lady was cheating on me, and what was that back in 2017, 2018, whatever, how many years ago that was, right? So when I found out she was cheating, instead of me getting mad at the nigga or let me go fight this nigga, I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't even gonna be a fight. His name Buck Game or whatever, the Buck, we would have bucked this shit all the way up, turned him to a deer, you know. We ain't trying to hit a deer, we trying to hit a moose. He wasn't no smoke anyways, that's why he never popped out. And so, like, that's why, so the whole point was, it was just hella funny, bro, because it was like, it wasn't nothing better to do but keep getting on the music. So like while I'm with this female who's trying to third party me, y'all, give you guys a fun fact. So I was with the female who tried to put me on a third party. Like she already had a relationship, but she trying to have me on the edge and start a whole new relationship, right? Do some crazy shit. Try to get me in the court systems, all this extra shit. And then the crazy part about it is I made this album right in front of her, and it's called Melioration. And she's like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I bet you she understands it now. Continue the process without interruption. Bye, Felicia. You fucking up the process, baby. We're going to continue the process with no interruptions. You over here trying to have me over there crying over you? Oh, no. And you a third party? Oh, no. Oh, bro, Red had to throw it back. And so I laughed because she tried to make it seem like I fumbled her, guys. And really, I threw her back. It wasn't a fumble. I had to throw that back. And so that's ever since then, you know, I've been able to walk away from situations. A lot of people wonder why, like, I'm such to myself. That's why. It's nothing against nobody. It's nothing that I'm feeling some type of way or anything. No. I had fell in love with somebody that I thought was dead serious. Next thing you know, once I found out the third party thing, I had to play it cool. You know how hard that is for three? You with a person sleeping in them next to bed. You sleeping next to the devil, dude. The whole time she was playing. You had her in your bed. Oh, fuck, dude. Goddamn, dude. She had to go, y'all. She had to go. So it's just something that I've had to adapt to, and it fucked with my mental state, like on a good way though, not in a bad way. It taught me a lot. It had me sit back and evaluate myself. It had to take a time out, you know, because I told you I was in the classes, so I had to go take time outs and do the anger management bullshit. And I didn't even have anger management. That's one thing that I loved that all the staff, all the teachers, you know, the class teachers, they told me, they were like, you don't even need anger management. For you to be already knowing what to do, you just, you get to a point where you can't hold it in. That's all it is. People push you to the limit. And that's why I literally, once I took that and they understood it, bro, it's been like that since. That's why I told you guys, I never try to react, but when I do react, you know, they understand I had to get pushed to a limit to react, and that's a blessing. Because even the people, you know, because the people be knowing I try not to react, bro. I try to keep shit cool, you know, even when I'm out at a party, at a bar, you know. Shit be popping. Like, even y'all asked about that one show. Yes, shit got crazy at that show in the Bay. That one show got wild, bro. And it happened at a lot of shows that I went to. That's why I try not to go to shows with those type of artists now. I'll go perform with cool artists or some artists that smoke, you know, or Andre Nicotina. We got a show coming up in May. Y'all go get the tickets for that show in May with Andre Nicotina. We about to pop up. It's right here too. And one thing that I like about it with Andre Nicotina coming again is like, you know, I used to be with him in the Jacka, and the Jack is gone now. And now the Jack being gone, like, I like that I get to see these artists still pushing his music as well, you know, because he was with the Glamorous Lifestyle with Andre Nicotina, let alone Andre did Andre and Andre with Mac Dre. If y'all remember, he did that Andre, he did that song Jungle. He's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep on going on. That shit slap, come on. And so one thing that, yeah, it's gonna be a nice show, bro. And you guys are more, I'll post a flyer. If you guys would like me to, I'll post a flyer. You're more than welcome to pull up, bro. We might just give free tickets out to a few people. He said, it's Reed from the Deep East. Okay, I'll check him out. I'll check him out, bro. He used there. He back in Cali now. Okay, I'm sure he right. Yeah, okay, for sure. Well, I'll do it if he heard Norwegian slang, you would crack up. It's really what. Hey, bro. I'll be surprised, bro. Be honest, because you know one thing that I had these one dudes. I don't know if they were from Afghanistan or Pakistan or wherever fucking country, or no, they were from Sunakria, whatever type of country that is. Either way, I ended up making a song with my boy. We used to be, it's our beat, he bought exclusive. These dudes, I don't know how they did it. I think they ended up shuffling the music or whatever they did. But they put that shit out with them rapping on the same beat that we bought. And then it hit us with the copyright. I mean, it hit them with a copyright for us. So we were able to flag their video and get paid all the money from it. But not only did we flag their video, you can't understand the words these motherfuckers are saying. They're like, I don't even know, dude. Motherfuckers is speaking some G shit though. Whatever them niggas saying, nigga, we respect it, nigga. Hey, niggas is straight. Whatever they saying, bro, I don't even understand, bro. But nah, that's what I'm saying. You'd be surprised, like, cause it still had a vibe. Like, I don't know. It might be on there. Let me see. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I'll worry about it in a bit. Let me see if I can still find it. It might be on here. I might be able to find it, y'all. I don't think it's going to be right here. I think it's in my like videos, and I'm going to have to look. Because this isn't signed in. So that's the thing. I don't got it on here right now, like with this. But if I had the one where I signed in with my shit, I'm pretty sure it's going to... Let me see. See if we can find it. Let's just see. I'm not going to be cocky. We might be able to find it. We might be able to find it, dude. We might be able to find it, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all got a little bit of faith? Let's see if we get this. And they're rapping on a beat from me and our boy. And I think it's funny because they said shout out to me. Like, and my boy's like, did you give him permission to rap on our beat? Fuck no, don't try to put me in this category. And they did, bro. Like, they really did. So I don't know who these guys are. Oh, fuck. But yeah, it's on this beat, though. So it's right there. There's the song, but fuck. Let me see if I could... Maybe if I try to pop it up on the other one. Because that's the thing is, I don't have it on here. It's in my, like, a little like section on my other YouTube. So that's the thing. If I had it right here, I would show y'all. But it's so funny, dude, because they're rapping in, like, I don't know if it's Pakistani, Afghani, or Indian, but they're rapping and they're just like a sick of motherfucker. Like the shit that they're rapping, bro, it sounds so on point though, bro. Like that shit's really hitting. That's like Jug Boy, dude. I don't know who the Jug Boy dude is. The dude took my song. I don't know who he is, bro. He straight copied me. And the dude was like, we don't know who he is. Like, I ain't never even heard of dude, bro. Dude from like, I guess he from Britain or something, dude. Jug Boy. I'm like, who is these dudes, dude? They pop out the cuts, bro. And then it's crazy because he been copying my style for hella long. And I'm like, damn, this nigga in a whole nother country's copying me, bro. Like, he been watching everything I'm doing, making music exactly like me in a whole nother country, y'all. In a whole nother country. Your boy Red over there. We some trendsetters. What he say? We all do it if you're Norwegian slang. Oh, okay. I thought he was commenting something different. And so that's what I'm saying, bro. It's something that I'm starting to understand, like, that's normal, bro, because, like, yeah, when I first heard it, bro, I'm like, am I tripping, bro? Did this song just sound like that? And I'm just like, no way, this bro just did me like that. Who is this dude? Jug boy, okay, we see you, bud. We see you, little Jug boy. So it was just kind of funny. Let's see if he pops up. I think he took it down now. Did he take it down? Yeah, he must have took it down. Hold on. Jug boy. Because it should pop up right there. Jug boy. Maybe with that B. I'm pretty sure you have to have the... Alright, so here, let me see if it's on this... Let me see. Hold on, maybe I took it down. I don't know. Because they all put their comments on this shit, dude. This shit crazy. I was hella mad, bro. I'm like, dude, these fools are from out the country taking your music. And the cold part is you can't sue these motherfuckers if you wanted to. You know what I mean? They're in a whole nother country, bro. What you finna sue? You can't sue nobody, bro. You're finna have to sue the whole other government before you get to them. It was kind of funny to me. Hold on, let me see. Okay, take it to the bag. Let me see. Damn, it's still not popping up, y'all. Come on, man. So this is another one that has gotten copied. So I had 2 songs get done by people like that, like you're saying, Darth Vader. And I think that's kind of crazy because a lot of people don't understand that happens a lot more than you think. Where people like take your style and then take the beat and then rap it. Let me see. Let me see. Alright, you see it? Okay. Let me see if I go to the comments. Alright, so look. So I can show you guys. We ain't even gonna give dude this much clout because they're gonna be trying to say we trying to give dude clout. I don't want to hear we trying to get this dude some clout. But obviously you can see it's in some whole other language. I don't even know. But if you see what that says, the boy copied your boy Firm. The real Jug boy. Whoever that nigga is, he copied me. So you is a copycat ass motherfucker. But we ain't even mad, bro. We just gonna take you to the bag. We gonna show you, look. Come here, girl. Let me take you to the bag. Let's slide. And so look at all the comments, bro. Look. All the comments, bro. You even put that shit in English, bro. It all says he commented. He took the beat. Look. Straight took the beat from us, bro. And we had it the whole time. Look. Kurt copied this dude. Straight up, bro. And they putting it in a whole nother language. Do you understand that? That is not in English, y'all. That is in a whole nother language, bro. And so look, Kurt passed them out like, yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. This dude was straight copy. I don't know who that dude. Like, look what they said. They said he copied you. Firm. Jug boy copied Firm, dude. On Lil Red. Look at that, y'all. I told you, you might get jacked from a person out of country, dude. I've had it happen to me, dude. Shit, I ain't even mad, dude. Just tell them, welcome to America, dude. We can show you some shit. You know, Red, hey, Americans, we fuck with every country, dude. We got people from everywhere in America, so we coolin', dude. The American people fuck with the other countries. That's all love. I think it would be cool, you know. And I just thought it was cool you said that, talking about, you know, Norwegian slang, because I don't even know what type of slang that is. That ain't even Spanish, you know. That's not Espanol. Like the Ferme part, I'm pretty sure is Espanol. But the rest of that is not Espanol. Like, I don't know what they're talking about, obviously. So that's not Espanol and that's not French. So what language would that be? And it's not Spanish, like Spaniard. Yeah, it's a trip, bro. It's a trip. It's a trip. It's something I still try to figure out as I go, you guys. But one thing I know is they copied your boy Red. We are the trendsetter. Hey, a lot of people don't want to give your boy Red flowers. Why? I think it's because it's not that people don't think I don't deserve it, but people feel like they should have the same flowers that I got too. But it's not that they shouldn't have the same flowers. It's just they didn't do the same exact as I did, you know? Like I worked a certain way, I put it out a certain way. Like I told you, while I was over there chasing after the bag and chasing money, these dudes are chasing after the coochie. They was coochie scouting. The coochie scouting. Well, I'm to the bag and I'm getting the bag on an outing. So that's why I try to tell you. You understand? You know what I mean? That's why a lot of my boys got kids now. They're like, damn, dude. And they still grind hard though. I'm not saying they ain't got no hustle. I'm not saying they not getting it. I'm not saying they not chasing the dream. But I'm saying when you have more free time like me, where you don't have like, you know, children, I don't have a lady holding me down where I can't leave or something. You know, I can go travel wherever I want. Literally pack up and travel. So when it's nice like that, when you can just pack up and go as needed, and then it's even more nice when you don't have to worry about, you know, it's not like luggage, but unneeded, you know, luggage pretty much. Unneeded luggage. You don't really need it. And so I had to understand that as an artist, and that's why I said that's where that Melioration, this album right here, comes into play. That comes into play because that Melioration, as y'all can see, Melioration. Melioration. Melioration means to continue a process without any interruption. So when she started to do the I don't know if I want to be with you. I don't know if we should be together. Like, I don't think, you know, this is going to work out. Like, I feel like I want to focus on myself. As soon as she told me that focus on myself and all that extra shit, I told her we're just acquaintances. Melioration. She said, what does melioration mean? You want to know what melioration means, little baby? Now you can see, look, what it say? I see you, baby. You see it. I see you, baby. So now check this out. Melioration means to continue a process without interruption. That means don't let nothing stop this motherfucking process you have going. Okay? And she thought she was finna stop the process because she was in a third party relationship, right, y'all? So me being an artist, they were trying to knock your boy as an artist, y'all. Like, I ain't even told nobody in the city. That's what I'm saying. You know, my city people would get on some shit if I told them all this shit. So these motherfuckers that I was basing my ex, y'all know who my ex was, and her baby daddy, who was trying to have your boy Red as a third party while they already had whatever they had going on behind the scenes. And once I figured it out and I knew she was cheating, you know, I knew she already had a man and shit. Like, I knew they were trying to have like a third party swing. Like, I just hit it, you know, I ain't even mad at her, dude. I'm fuck the shit out of her and let her go. Like, it wasn't even like I was going to let her go, but I knew I couldn't have no feelings towards somebody that I knew didn't have no feelings towards me. You get what I'm saying? So when I told her just acquaintances, she cried. She broke down and she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, you just showed me that because you got me as a third party and you cheating with this other nigga. Obviously, you cheating on that nigga. Not even, you ain't even cheating on me. I'm the third extra. I'm the side one. I was the extra sauce. That nigga was getting cheated on, really. So that's the crazy part. And like, it was crazy, bro, because like one thing it taught me with my ex, you know, is that don't let nothing stop the process. That's why I don't check after cooling no more. You know, one thing I can say, my ex was a very beautiful woman. She was very beautiful. She was very talented. She was very, you know, she had all great things. Everything about her I wanted. But then the only bad part, once I seen that she was a liar, and I seen she was a manipulator, and I seen that she was really on the dark side and not on the bright side. Oh, you got to go. Bye, Felicia. Bye. And so that's when I figured it out, and that's what I said. That's where this album comes into play. So then after that, see, which before that album, we was sauce talking with her, see? That's the thing. She was around me right for this one album. That's the best part. Look at all the shit I've done after her. She was only around for this one piece of this one album, y'all. We done did so much shit since she. Man, this ain't even all the shit I got. So that's the best part. I love it, you know? Like, she can't say we didn't elevate when I done did over 100 songs, if not 40 music, 50 music videos since I seen her. You know what I mean? We done did some work since then. And so one thing that I thought was cool about them trying to block us from the blessings, you know, and like stop me from making it, you know. I've dealt with that my whole life. Like I told you guys, people doubting me, you know, even the lady, you know, I'm trying to start a relationship with this female and she's doubting you and like trying to put bad things in your head. And the cold part is she already has a man that she's trying to third party something out, you know? Like she already has a man and she's doubting me, but trying to act like she want to be in a relationship with me. But then she got a man and I'm just the one that they're trying to what you call that stop you from your stop you from greatness, you know. They didn't want me to make it, and so now I don't know where they're at, don't care, they can stay wherever they are. But the whole point is, nigga, I know everything I told them is happening, dude. This motherfucking shit is happening like motherfucking sauce, bro. Like I told you, we can see the future, dude. Let's charge up, dude. Some real Goku shit, dude. You better quit playing. And it's funny because they don't even know I can draw. This all the artwork. See, they don't know I did this artwork. I did everything. So they didn't know, like, that's the thing. She's mad that I'm showing talents and different sides of me now. Nah. You wasn't even trying to stay around to see the sides. Don't lie to the people. You was over there gone. She would stay for a night. The next morning, she's at this other dude's house or wherever she was. I was not tripping, dude. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, you have to learn to let go and grow, and you have to learn melioration. This is why that's very important, because I learned to continue a process with no interruption. While I'm still sleeping with this girl, while I'm still smiling, I'm still telling her I love you, all of this stuff, and she broke my heart. You gotta understand, I could have really wanted to beat the fuck out of some motherfuckers. Like, do you not understand? Like, she broke my heart, and I still am dealing with you? And then I'm smiling in your face while I'm keeping it 100, but you playing in my face. Like, yeah, bro, it was the hardest thing, dude. So all I could do was see it for what it was, sit back and enjoy the show, and then remove myself. You feel me? On the real, bro. I know you dealt with that shit. He said, well, we all do it. Man, I'm telling you, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just some real shit, bro. It's something that I've had to learn to adapt with my life, you know? And it's funny because, like, I laugh, you know? Because she could have just talked and kept it real. And you would have never even had any type of emotion. I mean, she obviously didn't have emotions at all because she went and had the children and stuff right after. But I'm saying, like, she didn't have to have me waste 2, 3 years or 2 years of trying to heal when I already knew the truth. But then it's like you still want to give the person the benefit of the doubt to see if their heart is really some type of heart. But really, nah, she ain't even got a soul. She ain't got no heart. She ain't got a soul. Motherfuckers don't care at all. And so, like, it was like, it was a big opener for me. You know what I mean? It hurt. It hurt. It hurt, but it made me be able to be that lone wolf, that heartless motherfucker. Like now, I'm so heartless, bro. It's fucked up. That's why I try to tell people, like, don't bring that cold side out of Red, dude, because I'll really just kill your ass and walk away from it. I think people understand that now. Like, I got shot in the head. A nigga shot me in the head and ran. Like, and you want to keep fucking with me, bro? Like, he had the gun straight to my head and blew it off, and I'm still looking at this nigga. Like, took his soul. I just ate the nigga's soul. You understand that? Nigga put the gun right here to my head. Look, y'all see the scar? Right there to the head, bro. Boom. Just right there, he put it. And it blew off. That's why I try to tell you guys. I showed you guys all the scars. Like, I ain't gotta lie. It's been, 6 years since I've gotten shot in the head. So I'm doing much better now. But one thing, ever since I got shot in the head, yeah, it made me a couple loose screws up there. I'm more angry. I'm more aware. And I'm more liable to do to the extreme. You feel me? Because I've done it already. Let alone I'm free walking after I've done it. You feel me? And because they know we was just playing defense. We wasn't trying to fuck some, but shit, they want to keep playing. You going to keep playing. And so, it was a great thing, bro. It was a great thing. Like, That's why I said I know how easy it is to walk away from situations, but I know when I can't walk from a situation and I can't walk away from it, well, guess what? I'm finna stand my ground and battle it out. And you ain't ready for that situation, trust me. I don't even like when that part happens. That shit sucks. And then I get to start getting angry where I can't calm down, you know? Like even when I get arrested, they can't even calm me down. Also, I told you I've been in those you call it they call it put them in the tank room or put them in the tank for a bit. You could put them in, they got different ways of saying it, the little psych morgue. That's why I told you, little crazy house, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. I don't be on that type of shit. That's why I said like it's kind of crazy. You gotta get me to get that out of me. You've had to do so much. Like you've had to really really hurt me. Like I'll let you beat up on me for a while before you really get that side out. But once it comes out though, oh, I feel sorry for you. Tony Montana. Tony Montana, man. Straight the fuck up, bro. And that's why I say I stand on everything I say, bro. Everything I'm talking about, it ain't nothing that I'm saying that I ain't did. Ain't nothing that I'm not standing on. Nah, I stand on everything, and everybody knows that. One thing about me is, like I told you, I'm not a rapper. I'm a creator. Like that's what I say. I'm an artist, dude. So you can't put me in a category with these rappers because that's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to just rap about some shit where, like they said, they catching hella bodies because that's not what we doing. But we've been in shootouts, we've been through shit like that, and I'm not just trying to glorify it. I'm trying to tell you guys it's nothing nice, it's nothing pretty. You know what I mean? This shit is real life shit. It's shit that I wish I could have changed my life for better, but instead I got to deal with what I could deal with now and just basically still be aware. It ain't really look over your shoulder, but just be aware. Because at the end of the day, you've been there before. You've seen it, so it ain't like it can't happen again. Shit can't happen again. Like so, just be aware. So now that I know that, I move militant, very militant. Not even on your regular militant. Like you ask some of the gangster motherfuckers. Like I said, I've been in prison and shit. So like I know how to introduce myself to some fucking respectful, solid OG individuals. I know how to carry myself, and I know how to check game, and I know how to check a motherfucker too. Like it's just it's ways about it, bro. And when you've been there and you've done that, you know how to go about it, bro. And you can read a motherfucker. Like I said, I can read everything, bro. I see how motherfuckers finna move before you even thought of it. I already seen it like it's the future. That's crazy, huh? But that's where I told you guys, people will say I'm the chosen one. But it's not like I'm a chosen one. It's just you gave me all the signs and I put the puzzle together. So I guess I'm the chosen one because I could put the puzzle together fast? Like, what the fuck? You literally showed me all the signs acting funny and weird with all y'all shit. And so, yeah, dude, I put the puzzle together. Like, what the fuck, dude? These people weird as fuck. Let me get the fuck away from motherfuckers. Same thing with my ex. Like, you know what I mean? You act like you here to support me. You tell me you don't give up on me. What is there to not give up? You already had me as extra. There wasn't even in a relationship to give up on. So like when she told me that, now that I understand that, I wish I would have had a better understanding at that time instead of me thinking like, hey, I got a relationship. I don't want to give up with this person. And instead I should have been like, damn, this person's already in a relationship and she trying to tell me don't give up on her. What the fuck? Give up, dude. Keep it moving, dude. Let go and grow. Let go and grow. That's the next tattoo I'm finna get, y'all. Let go and grow. I swear to God. Y'all think I'm playing, dude. God know. I'm gonna get that shit blasted, bro. Let go and grow. And what let go and grow means, even if a person does you wrong, no hard feelings, bro. Just let them go do them. You go do you, and bye be God gonna handle them later or handle whatever later. You know what I mean? I can't really say whatever, You try to look out and do the best for people. That's the thing. I tried to build up so many people over my life. I can't, like I told you guys, I can't count how many people I've gave money. I can't count how many people I've gave this, that. And I still do it to this day. I just gave dude some stuff right now today. So it's just like, I do it all the time. But at the same time, that doesn't define me of what I can give that's not stopping me from my blessings. That's not stopping me from my receivings. And that's what I'm trying to get to, because I understand my ex, she was trying to block me from my receivings. Like, I would tell her I'm going to go to an event. She was like, I don't want to go with you, but I don't know if you should go either. And it's like, well, nope, we going to every motherfucking event. We up in this bitch partying. Like, I went to everything. And that's why I told you guys, like, in the song, that's why that all my music, now you guys are understanding what all this music, it's all been the story right in front of you. It's all literally my whole life story in front of you, bro. Just through the music. That ain't even count when I write the book. The book and the music go together. You could do the music like a soundtrack of the book. I feel you, bro. We can only separate to elevate. You know what I mean? Straight up, bro. And that is some real shit, Dark Vader. You have to separate to elevate. And it's not even that you have to separate from everybody. You just got to separate from negativity, bro. Like, do you not understand? I'm trying to focus on a positive to bring the world into a peaceful place. Like I said, you motherfuckers stay trying to break the world. We trying to build the world. We on two different type of times. The world needs building, not breaking. You not see how much trash and broken glass is in the motherfucking street? Godly, it does not need no more breaking. Trust me, we need building. Ain't even enough jobs around right now because we ain't got enough building. Okay, we need a reconstruction. And so me, I did reconstruction already. Obviously, you see, we established, got our own spot, chilling, not worried about nobody. You know what I mean? I be in my own zone, chilling, finna puff on a little something right now. That's what we do. But one thing that I've learned from just chilling and having my own spot and doing all that, because, you know, you got to pay PG, you got your bills, you got everything you pay from having your own spot. But one thing that it taught me is, now motherfucker don't tell me shit. You feel me? And that's why I said everybody has their own kingdom. Like my ex, she has a house, I would assume, or apartment, whatever she's in. Either way, she has her own spot. I'm not telling her what to do, and I'm for surely hoping no guy tells her what to do. Let her do her. That's her kingdom. That's his kingdom. Whatever they doing. I wouldn't even tell her what to do if I was with her, dude. That's the thing I never did in the first place. And that's why I felt like it was cool. It wasn't like I was, and she probably felt like I wasn't trying to show her love. It's just because I already knew. So it's like, what's the point of me showing love if she's just trying to fucking play with a nigga's emotions, but she don't even know. We know the truth. We've been known. And that's why I said, y'all don't even understand. That was back, if y'all know how long I was with this baby, or with the ex, his baby mama, whatever the dude, you know, his baby mama, because that's the thing, it ain't my baby mama, dude. So that's why I don't even see why he's trying to get mad at me or feel he has it up over me when, like, I'm sorry, bro, I smashed your baby mama. Big dub. And that's the crazy part. And she was acting like she was in a relationship with me, my ex. Like, and y'all know, fucking, she's in the Bay still. This is Bay Area shit. Nobody thinks I'm talking about up here. No, this is in the Bay. Because fucking, a lot of people get shit twisted. This is in the Bay. And so fucking, like I said, not only me being in a relationship so long with her, it gave me such a big eye-opener of self-love and loving myself and not giving your love so easily. Because if you know that somebody has another relationship with somebody and they already seeing this dude, but then they're trying to see you at the same time, but then they're like 50-50 about you, but then this nigga, they're all 100% in, and then you're trying to tell her like she's staying with you a few nights, then she go stay over here for like 4 nights, then she stay with you a few nights, stay over here for fucking couple nights. And it's crazy because she over there like lying to you saying she's staying with her mom, but the whole time she was staying with somebody else, and then her mom's sticking up for her. So it's like, not only is the ex bad, the whole family's bad, all the friends are bad, everybody bad. You're all bad. So it was like easy for me to just snip, cut, dude, cut it, dude. They all gotta go. And so yeah, it was easy, bro. It was the best thing, bro. Like, and then like it sucks because like it was a whole gang of people that grouped up on me, you know? They had to get gang up and group up and get just to go against your boy. And they still didn't even succeed. That just shows you how type of powerful I am. That's what I'm saying. This ain't your normal power, bro. I've been shot in the head. These motherfuckers tried to assassinate your boy. And they couldn't even finish the assassination. Because the motherfucker staring them deep in the eyes as you got the gun to my face. And I'm not playing. I was looking this motherfucker dead in his eyes, bro. Trust me, bro. I seen souls. I done seen niggas get their shit took, bro. We will literally, you will get your shit blown the fuck back, bro. Let me just sit back down, bro. And the nigga already knew what's up, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you gonna respect the shooter, bro. And you gonna respect this, bro. Trust me. And if you don't, you finna figure it out soon. So that's why I said a lot of motherfuckers respect me, bro. It's not just I asked for it. It's not because I want it. No, they know. They know. This ain't just something I say. It's real life shit. And that's why I said it makes me humble. Why you think I'm so humble? And that's why I laugh when you guys are like, cover your plates, cover shit. What the fuck am I covering up for? I'm not running from no laws. The police is over there like, you need to protect yourself. Straight the fuck up. They know. Because they already see the weird shit that's going on. You got to understand, I got arrested for dealing with this female, right? Think about this. Y'all think about this and take it from y'all perspective. So when you get arrested for a case with a female and the officer's like, oh, who's this to you? It's my girlfriend. But then the officer sees she's a third party in a whole nother relationship with another dude. Think about what the officer says, like, oh, this nigga, that's why I told you guys when I told you guys in the last live, he said, do you want her to take your car, take all your keys? I said, yes, that's my lady, right? But then the officer's like, you sure? And now it makes sense why he said, you sure? Because she already had another nigga. So it's like the officer even knew, like, that ain't your lady, bro. She already got another man. And so once I figured that out after getting out of jail, like I told you, I found that out from the DA and the program people, you know, the program directors. And once they told me that, bro, oh man, it was ugly, bro. They were just like, yeah, you gotta stop fucking with her, stay away from her. She no good, bro. Like, she ain't trying to be in a relationship with you. Like, if she really loved you, she wouldn't be putting you through this type of shit. And so once you hear that from the DA and the fucking the program director, and then they're telling you, well, if you just do this little thing for us, we're going to drop everything, because obviously she was lying on you. And I'm just like, well, don't tell me twice, dude. I'm doing everything. And yeah, the bitch was lying, because she was. You know what I mean? She tried to say, like, I hit her. I never touched her, guys, bro. I'm a sweetheart, bro. I be chilling. I'm very relaxed, bro. So it hurt me, you know, for a person to say that you really love, that you would never hurt, tells people that you hurt them, and they know you didn't hurt her. That's why the charges all got dropped. Like, yeah, it sucked, bro. It hurt me. It hurt me, bro. It hurt me hard because I put my all in to trust this person, let alone respect this person. And then that was the most disrespectfulest thing she could have did. And then let alone, like I said, it wasn't even about the cheating. We probably could still be together with that part. But once you have the child and then you do that, oh yeah, there ain't no coming back from that. We gone. Like, I ain't even no try to sit around and hope she comes around. Now she gone. We gone. She gone. We gone. Yeah, bro. Have you seen anyone gearing up to take the island? Nah, bro. I ain't seen it. Feel you, bro. We can only separate, though. Nah, I haven't, bro. I see it's a lot going on around the country with that, you know. I want to say shout out to all the Migos that keep this country running, because really the Migos do a lot of the work, you know. When I'm out working, I'm working with Migos, you know. Just right now, I just left the Migo right now, my boy Alejandro. And that's what I'm saying. So like yeah, for surely I want to, like, if I could say one thing about that is, you know, just try to see if you got loved ones that are in those type of situations where they have to worry like that. Tell them you love them, bro, because like this shit's starting to get crazy, like the shit that we see, the way they trying to take people away from their families and shit. And that's what I hate. You gotta understand, bro, these are families that are together. Like me, they took me away from my family, and then they didn't even give me back to my mom. Like, they could have gave me back to my mom and my parents, but they said no. The state said we are your parents now. But it's crazy because now, like, you see they're taking away these people now for being immigrants and shit, and that's kind of the same way. But instead of the state, it's the government. The government's saying we're your parent, or we're your people now when they take these people. So yeah, no, I understand you. It's a big thing that's going on with the nation right now. I think that they could go nicer about it, and not only nicer about it, not only such a mass force. Like, you know, it's happening everywhere. It's happening in LA, it's happening in the Bay, it's happening everywhere. So one thing that I've noticed is just, yeah, they could have did it in a much nicer way instead of taking people's rights away. And that's why I tried to tell you guys, we should all, once we see this, that should tell us that we need to respect each other more and not lose our rights. You get what I'm saying? Because when we disrespect each other and we headbutt and we going at it against each other, then they make it harder for us to go do anything, or it makes it harder for us to protect ourselves, like the new law. Then with the new California laws and shit, all that shit, bro, it makes it harder. So it's like you have to understand that we should be grateful. The little things. That's like if you do a, you know, when you get in trouble and you keep getting in trouble, they can only keep coming up with uh, so many judgments for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so like, let's say if the judge judged you today, and this is the, fuck, I'm tripping. Am I alright now? Like, this is the, for your action, this is the consequence. So this is the consequence for your action, right? So let's say the judge tell you this is the consequence for your action for this day, right? Everything you do and everything in life has a consequence. I tell people this all the time. So once you understand that, you already move like, damn, like, is this shit really worth my time? But nowadays, you gotta understand, like, the consequences back when we were getting in trouble back in 2008, 2010, 2007, those consequences are way different now, you know? You do the little petty theft that you did back then, now you going to fucking jail and all types of shit. You feel me? Even with the new law. So that's why I said, like, laws change. Yeah, a lot changes, bro. A lot changes about that. I like you brought that up, Dork Vader, because a lot of people don't understand that that's something big, you know? It's not something that we all are just not all dealing with, but everybody in America is seeing the ice and all the stuff everywhere. And, like, yeah, bro, it's a sad situation. And like me being born in America, like I said, I got California Human Development, or I got my California card right here on my driver's license. But I was gonna say I got the star, obviously. So if you know when you got that star on your shit, if y'all know that California Bear Star, then you know that means like you're already approved. Like, you know, they know you're a citizen of the U.S. and like let alone California. So like I don't have like, you know how some people's licenses they be like federal limits apply. I don't have that. I can go travel out the country. I can go to uh Canada. I can go to any country. I can get a passport and go anywhere right now if I wanted to, as long as the country's allowed for us to go. That's why I told you guys I really want to start traveling the world soon, maybe. But I don't like to travel by myself. Who wants to travel alone? It's cool and all, but it's not cool because you gotta understand it's a lot of hours and time just sitting by yourself, which ain't fun to me. At least to me, that's not fun. I feel like, oh, I could be doing something else with that time. So that's why, like, one of my brothers, he just wanted me to go to Dubai. He just came back from Dubai, and I was about to go with him. And one reason why I didn't just go to Dubai, but I probably will the next time, because I ain't gonna lie, Dubai is lit. But it's just, the thing is, with him and everything and like getting out of entry, like, you gotta really have that freedom of time. Like I told you, I got the dogs, I got puppies, I got a bunch of stuff. Like, and if I had a family, I could be like, hey, or maybe ask my lady or this person, you know that. So I don't get that, you know. It's a lot harder for me. That's why I tried to tell you, like, yeah, it's easier where I get the free time and shit, but at the same time, it's more harder for me to hold it down when you don't have the extra helping hand or a friendship or a team. You know, a team is important. That's why they say you need a team to make it. I agree. Because when you have a team, you got everybody playing their part to make it all come together, compared to me trying to make it all come together as one playing their part. You see what I'm saying? But that's why I told you guys it's like I don't rush as an artist. You know, I do it all myself. Like all the music you guys see me drop with all these artists, even the ones that are featured, that's shit that I put together. They never put anything together. And like, yeah, they turned the song up. You know, a lot of the songs that we've done together, these people gassing, like with Crispy Life, Pablo, Rio, all these people. They all got some heat, bro. And so that's why I can't knock them either, bro. I felt like they were all worth what I paid for, you know. It was all worth it. They were all worth the artists to work with. At the end of the day, it's all about learning and getting an opportunity, bro. And that's why I said sometimes that might be a one opportunity type of thing. Same thing with your ex, you feel me? Like you might think it's a forever, like this is gonna keep going, like we could keep making music, or I'm gonna keep working with her, I'm gonna keep being. Nah, bro. Things come and go in life, bro. It's normal. And that's what I had to understand as an artist, bro. Like people come and go, but I'm here to stay, bro. And I'm here to do me and focus on me like I've been focused. Like everybody says, how does Red be focused so much on Red? That's because I don't worry about the next person. That's why I know it, I be thinking like I come off kind of rude, Darth Vader, but I try not to at all when I say like, I really don't be knowing. I really don't be knowing, bro. I be sitting up in here like a hermit, bro. Like a crab in a motherfucking shell, bro. Until I come out of that shell in the dark. It's like a bear in the cave, bro. I don't come out the cave until I got a lot of work to do. You feel me? And when I'm working, I'm either harvesting money to, like, a bear collecting money to bring back to or going to pick up food from shit and come back to the motherfucking thing. Or other than that, I'm collecting. That's it. Like, other than that, I'm not going out like that. I chill. I used to go party. That's why I laugh. Some of my boys be like, come to me, let me to the club. Let's go to the bar. Let's go. Man, I don't do that shit, bro. I'm 30 years old, bro. I don't do that shit no more, bro. I don't do that shit no more. I'm a motherfucking grown man, bro. I'm finna sit right here, relax. Even if I don't got no kids, I'm gonna think like if I got some children, okay? Even if I'm 30, I'm not finna be out here fucking around because that's gonna get you back on that young and dumb shit. I'm not young and dumb. I'm older. I'm smart. I'm wiser. I've grown. I've matured, you guys, and that's why I appreciate everybody that supports me with this music. I appreciate everybody that's been able to see, me evolve. Because a lot of people are like, dude, you really changed. Like, you changed for the better, though. Like, they're proud of me. A lot of people say they're proud of me, and that shit makes me feel good. Because I remember when I was young and I was a fat kid, I used to be wanting to be, like, I don't mean to say it like this. I know I shouldn't say it, but I used to want to suicide. I used to want to kill myself. I was very depressed. I was fat. I was angry. I used to get called a fat nigger all the time. You know what I mean? And that shit hurts. That shit hurts, bro. Because not only was I called a fat nigger, I was called a fat nigger by people that I loved, by people that I thought were my friends, that I grew up in the neighborhood with me, And the whole time, that's how they thought of me, as a fat nigger. We all grew up in the same neighborhood, but I'm getting called a fat nigger, and they're white, and it's crazy, right? Because, the same dude that called me a fat nigger, we end up making songs and shit. We working. And that's only because I was able to let go of all that hatred. He still had hatred, obviously, because they was trying to get the hatred through the female. But the crazy part about it was that I look back at it and I understand now about it. Is like, if it's not directed, it's not respected. Like, I was right next to this nigga. If he had an issue, he could have just said something. But instead, he didn't say nothing at all and just sat there looking stupid. And I'm looking him dead in his eyes. And we're making music and doing all types of shit. And so that's when another thing, like I said, when you have somebody do that you thought was your boy, and then they called you a fat nigger, and you already did your diligence of letting that go, because that's already to get your ass fucked up right there, calling the N-word. But then not only that, you want to call me the fat N-word. And then, like, yeah, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was deep. And so, like, it started to make me realize, like, these people ain't in my best interest, bro. Same thing with my lady, like, all the people that I was around. Once you start to see, like, they ain't trying to build you up the way you want to be built, it's not going to work, bro. Whether as much as you want it to work, it's never going to work. And so now that I understood that, it was hard, bro. It was hard. It was hard. It's hard to let go of people that you love. It's hard to go build something on your own with no help, because now you got to guide yourself. That's why I said I had to kind of look for God for guidance. That's why I tried to tell you guys. A lot of people say, oh, you're the chosen one. You got God, or you're God's son or something, like I said with the Son of God. It's not that I feel like I'm the son of God. No, it's not that any of that. I just know God is real. I know what God did for me in my life, and I know that He could change your life. And I know this shit is real because when I was at my darkest times and my darkest fucking moments, I couldn't look for a female that I thought I had that loved me. I couldn't look for any of my friends to, hey, bro, I'm down right now. What advice you got? I couldn't do nothing of that. All I could do is just talk to the sky, bro. Literally look up and talking to myself while I'm darking with my head down, talking to God, bro. Look up to the sky and just hope He's hearing me. And He really heard me, bro. He really heard me. He really heard me. You want to know how I know God heard me? Because everything that I fucking told these people that they told me I wouldn't be able to do, we did everything, you guys. Every fucking simple thing. Everything. Everything. They told me I wasn't going to be able to make all these albums, make all this music. We did it. They told me we weren't going to be able to do the song with you know who. We did it. They told me we wasn't going to be able to do the music videos. We did it. They told me you were not going to be able to do this with the truck driving. We did it. You feel me? Like, it's just, I've noticed, like, and that's when I knew, like, you know, you might think a person loves you, but that little type of sign, like her even just saying, oh, I don't think you're going to get this license. You're a hater, bitch. Bye. You're a hater. Just that automatically negativity. Bye. 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 And so, like, it was something that I had to really realize now. Like, I'm quick to let go of people and not argue. I'd even argue with her then, and that's why it hurts probably so much for her. I just quietly walked away. But I'm saying, like, you know, that's how it felt inside. It was like, bye, bitch. But, like, I didn't say that. You know, y'all probably thinking, oh, nah, we didn't say it like that. We were quiet. But that's how it felt. We just stepped away from him, but just, bye, bitch. Like, we could see you already got a relationship with another dude. You trying to play with my emotions. And then you trying to stop me from greatness. You feel me? And then you think we don't know. But the whole time I'm seeing you, this nigga I should fuck up, let alone I could really fuck him up. He knows I could. But now I'm just going to go back to prison and back to jail, which I'm normally at. I'm used to that already. But, you feel me? You got to play it smart, guys. Let alone if I go fuck him up, that's what the police going to be waiting. Oh, we was waiting for you to fuck this nigga up. We knew you was going to go fuck him up. We knew you would fuck him up. They know. They know. And that's why I said, bro, and that's the thing you got to understand. When I was locked up, bro, we didn't have no guns. I don't need a gun to, I'm a man without it, bro. Let's believe that. I don't need no gun, bro. I don't need no gun, bro. But best believe we got big things, too, to knock down some elephants. We can hit a moose. Or maybe a buck. Shit. Motherfuckers be playing too much. What he said? He said, I want to go to Hawaii. Okay, Hawaii. What's up? What's popping in Hawaii, man? I need some Maui Wowie. What's popping in Hawaii? Who's that? Aaron? Shout out to Aaron, man. You got some people up in here. He said, bro, you seen it? He said, I want to go to Hawaii. No, I feel you, bro. He said, Hermanada got his own dope sound, too. Facts. Facts. Everybody got their own little wave. That's the whole point. Once you find your own sound and you find your own unique sound, then you master it. That's the whole point. Like a lot of people see, and that's what I love. I like you said that right now. Because talking about, you know, I don't even like to bring her up that much. But the reason why I bring her up, because, like, I ain't really around too many people but her. So it was like, I really ain't got no other people to talk about my situations with, like, how things would resonate. So, like, it's cool how you said that, you know, like, with the sound and everything. Each artist having his own sound. Like, I used to make songs like, you know, my song Poseidon, which is right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. This song Poseidon, that's like an auto-tune song. And, like, I got a couple other auto-tune songs, you know? And, like, I'm not no auto-tune artist. I don't sing. I'm not trying to be a singer. I never wanted to be a singer. But it's like, I was trying to find a unique sound, you feel me? I'm trying to find that one type of sound that people like. So that's why you might hear some of my songs got auto-tune. I'm like, hey, they might like me as an auto-tune rapper. That's when all the rappers was on the auto-tune shit. So I'm like, let me try that. Then I did the We Ain't New to Rapping, you know? And then that's when I did the, like, what's another one? the smooth talk shit or like that one, you know. All of them are different, bro. Like that's why I say I like how you put that unique different sound because it's real. Every artist has a different real sound. Like if they just find their own sound and learn how to master it. And it's not only just finding their own sound and mastering, but finding their own lyrics too. Because some of you motherfuckers is stealing lyrics from these dope big artists. Like you see the dudes stealing from all these other artists and shit. Niggas stealing Kendrick Lamar's lyrics and shit. Like, come on, man. You motherfuckers better quit playing, bro. Write your own shit. And that's why I told you guys, like, even on that song, y'all thought I took my time to write it. I did it super quick. Bro, I wrote that verse for the song, dude, in like not even 2 minutes, bro. The other dude took like 30 minutes to write his verse. That nigga wasn't even ready. I was ready. Been ready. And so that's why I said it don't take me long to write, but then it won't be like how you guys said. You can make your lyrics a little better. You can make it a little better. Yeah, that's probably because I don't take that much time to write. So I'm not thinking of better words. I'm just thinking of whatever comes quick and fast, bro. Let me slap this motherfucker together and make it work. You feel me? I see we got some likes up in here, man. Yeah, man. And so it's a great thing, bro. This is why I love talking to you guys. I love we get to learn together. You know, we get to build together. I get to show you guys how I created this dream. Like, a lot of you guys wanted to know the Bill Graham. You know, Bill Graham and my grandfather. We might talk about that on the next live, man. If that's something y'all want me to talk about, drop it down and say, yes, please talk about it. Because I'll talk about it. We'll get into some real crazy conspiracy shit if y'all want to get on that type of shit. But that shit deep. You got to understand, yeah, a lot has happened since 1950. And the one thing that I can say is long live my grandfather. You know, he might have got assassinated, but we made sure they know what's up. That's the thing. Grandpa would be proud. That's one thing I think they all know, you know. And we had the key to the city. Like I said, we ain't trying to run the city. You can have the key. But we know who run the city. We already had the key. We literally had the key to the city, nigga. You better quit playing, nigga. The key to the city, straight up, bro. They done gave us the key to the city, so that's why I was already knowing, like, I knew that I was on the right path and all that shit. Even with my grandfather, you know, that's why I told you guys this music shit. You know, my grandfather, he was not only the biggest promoter on the West Coast, he was the person that really started the jazz, started all the jazz era, the Harlem of the West, you know. But he was known for being a promoter. But without my grandfather, there would be no Bill Graham. There would be none of that. So it's kind of something I want to talk about. I think it should be known because if you know who Bill Graham is, these are people that are significant in music. You know, I'm not just saying some little names. These are people that are they're ancestors to this music. You know, they're part of the histories. Let alone they're my real ancestors. You know. And that's just something I want to talk about, bro. So we're going to talk about the whole conspiracy probably on the next live, you know. So most definitely tune in if you want to tune into a crazy story about how my grandfather got assassinated. You know, he was part of the music. I'm one of the grandkids, but he's got 14 grandkids. So don't think I'm the only one. There's a bunch of us. Grandpa was over there clapping cheeks. Grandpa said, I'm going to have plenty of kids. Yeah, 14 grandkids, y'all. 14 grandkids. So I just think it's crazy, you know, let alone my grandpa was considered the richest black man on the West Coast. And then not only was he considered the richest black man on the West Coast, he was the first black person with a gambling license in the Western Peninsula in the U.S. You know how major that is? Major. He said grandpa sure was active. Straight up, bro. You seen that shit in the picture? Grandpa had the strap, he had the briefcase, bro. You better quit playing legends, bro. And it's crazy because when he was assassinated, bro, the police, they found him dead, you know? They found him dead with the briefcase. And it's crazy, bro, because they were worried, like, they're worried that he shot himself. And when I got shot in the head, the police came to my house. They thought I shot myself. And so it kind of relates to that same thing with my grandfather, you know? My grandfather took a headshot and that's how he died. I got shot right here in the head and I'm still alive. But luckily, I'm not going to say that like to be knock on wood. We ain't going to be alive too much longer. Like I said, my appointment with God going to be coming regardless. So when it comes, it comes. That's the thing. That's what people don't understand. I've already faced death many of times. You don't understand. If I could tell you how many times I've faced death, you wouldn't really believe me. You would think I was lying. And I'm telling you just the serious truth. And so it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing because that's where it makes me there's a lot of shit I've seen, bro. And I don't let it affect me, and that's not good, you know? These things that affect people, these things that make people the shit that I've seen you wouldn't believe, bro. And so with that being said, it's better that I just do me, you know? And that's why a lot of people understand that about me, dude. They know, dude. Yeah, Red ain't the one to play with. He the real deal. He the real deal. And not only do they know, dude, the police know too, nigga. So I don't even gotta, that's the thing. I don't brag. I don't try to act hard. I don't do none of that. And I love it when a person comes up with me with that cocky shit. Trust me, you ain't finna intimidate me. You ain't finna fucking make me feel any type of sense of fear whatsoever, nigga. We gonna stare you straight down and suck your soul out of your soul. I'm a dementor. I'm not a demon. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these young niggas be like, I'm on demon time. I'm on dementor time. Do you know what dementors is? So a dementor, this is the difference, bro. So when the demon's on demon time, they on that tough. When the dementor's on that dementor time, he's gonna really suck your soul out. And when he sucks your soul out, he'll take your soul straight from you. And it's the worst thing. And I don't even have to touch you, but then once I do touch you, then you're really gonna see why people don't want that to happen. So it's better I just chill and relax, and the police know that. You don't understand. I'm mentally not there. I'm literally, like I told you, have y'all heard the song Call Me Crazy? I made a song called Call Me Crazy. It's out now. And that's why I said, bro, just leave me alone. Let me stick to myself and smoke my weed. I'm in the house chilling. We ain't going near nobody. We ain't buying nobody. You feel me? And people could keep accusing the nigga of whatever they want to say. And that's why I do the things I do. You feel me? Because it's like I've always had hate and just already people not wanting to see you succeed. And when you've had that your whole life, you know how to maneuver, you know the signs to read. Like, that's why I said, bro, I've had to do that shit since a baby. It's not like I wanted to. It's just, I knew already, like, okay, dude, I'm young. Like, you know, people don't want to see me succeed. They already going to try to stop me from my blessings. I got to be aware of this type of energy, like, I already knew right away, bro. So it's just crazy. Like, it just shows you when you have God with you, you ain't got to question your gut. Just go with it. And then just thank him at the end of the day. So that's something. But yeah, Grandpa for surely was crazy acting. Grandpa was a fool, bro. Grandpa was a fool. And so, let alone, you know, Grandpa was a fool growing up in the hood. You know, we were in the trenches, dude. Let alone if you know where we grew up in the Bay Area. It wasn't the nicest part of the Bay Area. So that's one thing I like, you know, my grandfather, you know, my mom, my real mom, not just my foster mom, my real mom been in Chowchilla twice or three. I think she been 3 times, or no, twice to Chowchilla. She went to another prison, Folsom, for the 3rd time. Folsom sack, but women's side, you know. It still got the same men and women, but they got a women's part right there, and that's where my mom was. And I think it's kind of, well, either that or she was just housed there before she got out of prison or whatever. But either way, you know, the whole point is she been to Chowchilla twice. And one thing, you know, I was locked up a lot more than my mom was. And so to be able to, you know, observe her come back after being locked up and see, you know, she never been locked up for the time. And she was always wondering, asking me, how was it this being locked up? And so now to not have to explain it, and now she knows personally, it was a great thing, bro. because not like I wanted my mom to go to prison or I wanted her to go through what I went through, but I never got no visits, bro. I never got no money on my books. I never got anything, bro. So one thing that it taught me was like, I put money on my mom's books. I put money on a bunch of people's books. Uh, One thing it taught me was to still put money on books, but not to expect, nobody came and put no money on my books. Nobody, I never had a phone card, you feel me? Picture spending what? I did 2, 3 years. So spending 2, 3 years with no phone, no commissary, no none of that. You feel me? Like, yeah, I could get the free shit that they gave you, but it wasn't like I was getting money on my books. Now I'm hustling little money that I was getting like little top ramens from doing what we doing. It wasn't like I was having money from somebody or like, people have their family members dropping on their books and commissary, they got all that. Nah, man, it's just me. So that's why it hit different, bro. But that's why I appreciate my lady, you feel me? Well, whatever you want to call her, ex, whatever. I call her a lady at the end of the day. The reason why is because even like I told you, even if we weren't in a relationship, it doesn't mean I don't have to respect you still. Like, yeah, you could have disrespected me and cheated and did all that, whatever. But when I went to jail, she bailed me out, y'all. I appreciate it. When the cop asked, "Do you want her to take the car?" She took my car. She took my keys. She took my wallet. She took my money. But the best part is, when I got out, where was my car? The car, the wallet, the money is right there at home, where it's supposed to be. You gotta love a female like that. That's a real one. She was a real one, bro. So that's why I had to try to give her the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, bro, you waiting too long. You just give up, bro. But I couldn't just give up because I seen little things that made me see like, okay, potential. You feel me? I seen like, okay, maybe if she takes my car for me, and she holds it down, that's cool. That's cool, it's a much appreciated, bro. Like when you have somebody that's willing to do that, let alone she followed the cop. Like while I was in the cop car, because I was in the cop car. So I was in the cop car, she's driving my car behind the cop car to the jail. Cause she was giving the cop was gonna give her a few other things at the jail. And then after that, she took my car to the house. She took all my stuff out the car or whatever, I assume. I don't know, I wasn't there, I'm locked up sitting in a fucking cell. She took all the stuff and according to my pop, she brought it right there. She gave him the keys. She said, yeah, he's in jail. Like, yeah, and I just felt bad because I'm just like, damn, I'm in jail for something that I could have prevented all over if I just would have let go earlier. Because I knew she didn't want to be with me. But instead, I just felt like I should still show her that I could be different, show her that I could be a better person, show her that, there is a calm side of red. Like, even though there is the lover side, like, yeah, we had our little day. Like, I was going through a lot at that time. I think everybody knows that. My company was going, not my company, but the company that I was working for at that time went bankrupt. So it'll make anybody mad, You're not getting the same money no more. Shit's changing. And then we were working together and that job stopped too. Remember I told you guys we were splitting our checks halfway down the middle. So when that job stopped, yeah, the relationship kind of just, she started acting like that. And that's when I started to catch on. Like, I was like, what you mean? Like, what? Let me check your phone. And then I'm seeing that she's checking this dude, and I'm just like, damn, I was the whole extra of a relationship already, and that's when I figured it out. But then her auntie spilled the beans too. But yeah, it sucks, bro. It's something I try to deal with every day, you guys, to teach you guys lessons so y'all don't go through it. I wouldn't want anybody to waste 5 years like that because it makes you drive you crazy, let alone all the court fees. Think about all the court fees I spent, right? I spent over $10,000 to my lawyer. I spent $10,000 to the bail bonds. That's already $20,000, bro. That's $20,000 for a crime you ain't never committed. That's $20,000 for something you ain't never even did. For somebody that don't really love you, bro. Like, yeah, it taught me a lot, bro. And I don't get that $20,000 back, y'all. So I got receipts too. If any of y'all say that I didn't blow $20,000, I'll post it, dude. We got receipts. And so, yeah, it was just funny, bro, because even the bail bonds person, you know, I just even went, when I went to pay it last and I paid it all off, she even tried to say like, oh, I messed up my credit paying on the bail bonds. You only did 2 payments and it was only $400. 200. That was it. Out of 10 grand. So do the math, y'all. That's 90. What is that? Out of 10 grand, that's four. What is that? 96. That's still $9,600 your boy Red had to come out of pocket just for the bail bonds. She only paid 400, and I'm in jail because of her. She could have at least said he didn't do it, but that's how I knew she didn't want to be with me. Because if she did want to be with me, she would have said like he didn't do it. But instead, she didn't say that. She let them take me away, and that's what's cold. I still let her take the car. Like that's why I told you the cop was like, "Do you really want her to take the stuff, bro? Let this girl go take my shit, bro. I'm not gonna let her walk home, bro. She has a license. She knows how to drive. I trust her. She ain't never fucking wrecked a car with me when we riding together now. Yeah, she had wrecked a few cars, but she never wrecked one when I was with her riding with her. She drove cool. That's what I'm saying. I always love her, bro. It's crazy, but I've seen her wreck a few cars. She called me one time. She was like, babe, I done wrecked the car. Dude, I done pulled up, dude. The motherfucker was leaning like that, yo. I said, babe, what happened, dude? Golly, dude. That shit was great, bro. We had some fun times, bro. And that's why I told you guys, I wouldn't want nobody to ever deal with that, bro, because not only will it make you angry, it make you want to do some crazy stuff to people, bro, in a bad way. Like, you gotta understand, this dude was trying to be my boy, and then she's trying to act like she's my girlfriend or whatever type of thing in a relationship. Like I said, we were just acquaintances. That's what I said, but she was trying to make it seem like we was girlfriend, boyfriend, something. I don't know. I tried to think like that until I figured out what was really going on. And then I'm just laughing. I'm like, damn, dude. I'm thinking to myself, like, damn. So this nigga's with her, but then this nigga hit her. He fucked her. I fucked her. We all fucked her. The whole crew fucked her. God damn, bro. Let me get away from all y'all. Oh, dude. That's literally how it went down, y'all, dude. It was, yeah. Yeah. And then it was more funny because, like I said, they tried to do the little, like, downplay you with the down talks and like the slick talk and like think I wouldn't notice that shit. But I knew the whole time. I could have just chin checked a few niggas already, but it's crazy. You're laughing the whole time because you're just like, damn, bro, I really fuck with y'all. I'm spending my money with y'all, coming to do music. Like, I'm coming to fuck with you over here. This nigga wanted me to go get a tattoo by his ass, nigga, but we'll buck his ass up if we had to go get a tattoo. Like, it's just funny as fuck, bro. It was hilarious, bro. It was just something I couldn't do nothing but just sit back and laugh, dude. And then it was even more funny because the dude was trying to hide, like the dude she's with, he was trying to hide from me. And obviously he didn't want me to see him. And then like I know exactly where this nigga at. I would have pulled up and just got him. Like the police knew. They know from my background and the shit that I do, I'm a felon. Like they know I could have just fucked his ass up. So it was even more funnier because it was just like you could see why he was hiding. He knew like if he came out of fucking, yeah, nigga, I would have fucked him up because I'm just like, damn, nigga, this is your conspiracy. Like this is you trying to fuck with my mental. You trying to turn me into an angry bad motherfucker. You trying to make me seem like I'm the bad person when really you trying to hook me up with a girl so you can snake me from making a dream come true. You feel me? But now it's fuck you and the bitch. Like what Darth Vader said. That reminded me that one time we had drowned a couple friends to the airport, drove a couple airport in the winter, a little old 4TS on the way back. My ex drive, she didn't have a license, but she was late at night. I'm telling you, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Like, and she, like, I'm not saying she was a bad driver either, bro. But when you're dozing off that methadone, and that's basically heroin, you know. And she's dozing off heroin, but that's legal heroin. That's the white American heroin, is what I call it. Because they can legally take that, you know. She's prescribed that through a doctor. So a doctor's prescribing her this every day. And every morning she's taking it. So like, hell yeah, dude. And then you got people, there's a million people on the road. off the methadone. And they wonder why so many accidents are happening. Goddamn, dude, there's like 30% of the freeways high off drugs. Legal drugs. Not even bad. Like, this is legal. She's legally allowed to take that. Like, I remember when one time she had just gotten into an accident, a head-on collision. And the cop said, what'd he say? He said something, are you under influence? And she's like, nah, I took my meds, though. And he asked her what type of meds and methadone. And he said that shit does not affect you. Like, it shouldn't affect her driving at all. And that's when I knew, like, damn, that's crazy. Because I thought it did. Like, you know, I seen her in the car. She's nodding and shit. But that's when I just blew it off. Like, hey, it don't affect her driving. If the cop says it doesn't affect her driving, I agree. It probably don't. And so, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't really know how to really look at it on that part, you know? Because, like, one thing she taught me about that is not only, like, you know, now it sucks because I don't like to help people. Like, you know, I used to help her a lot. I took her to work. I took her to anything, everything, whatever she needed. And then, like, even one time I missed picking her up because I fell asleep and my phone died. And I felt hella bad. But now I never can feel bad because obviously she wasn't mine to begin with. So why should I be picking her up? Like, it's crazy, bro. This shit deep. This should be deep, y'all. And it's fucked up because it's like, these are the same people that just smile in your face. But then when you see them, dude, they ain't got nothing to say. They'd be quiet as fuck, scary as fuck. And they know it, and that's why I be laughing like a motherfucker, bro. Cause I'm already been in the city moving around niggas, bro. But it's just funny as fuck. Cause when I see them niggas, yeah, they ain't on that same energy, bro. You feel me? Keep that same energy. What I say, if it's not directed, it's not respected, bro. That's one thing that I was raised on, and that's something I stand on, bro. That's why I don't really trip off the nigga like you feel me? Little other shit. Like, if it's not respected, bro, go over there, bro. That's the thing. I'm not hard to find. I for sure ain't hiding. We ain't covering no license plates from nobody, bro. We want to be found, honestly, because we've been waiting for motherfuckers to come. Go, 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 huh? Straight up, bro. Oh, shit. Go, go, go. Hey, for real. We came up in Small Hill, and she pushed the gas, so we flew towards the garage. But the car somehow didn't hit the wall, but we smashed the garbage. Damn. Haha, you could tell his lady saw it, and she just yelled, damn. This lady saw it, and she just yelled afterwards, fuck, after it hit, damn. Yeah, I can already see that, bro. She's over there tripping like, oh, what the fuck's going on? You done fucking just... That's a Karen. That's a Karen. That's a Karen for sure, dude. That's a Karen, dude. Hey, I've dealt with that, dude. Even in my neighbors, bro. One of my neighbors, her name was literally Karen. And she come snoop around just, hey, you, like, to come talking. And I'm just like, lady, you know you don't want to talk to my black ass. You already from the era of, like, we don't like black people. Then you know you trying to just find some information. Every time you talk to me, you're like, hey. And so one time, I'll never forget it, bro. I didn't want to talk to her in the morning, right? She yelled that we needed to get out of there, bro. You had to go on. Straight up said, go, go, go. And so, like, dude, what makes it even more funny with this one, bro, like, I even laughed because, like I said, me growing up around it and shit with this Karen and growing up in the neighborhood and everything was like I knew she didn't really approve of the way that I was, you know? And so one morning, I remember like something, she came out the house because she was my neighbor. So I came out and I'm just, I think I had my music. Because like I said, remember I told you guys I used to carry a little speaker around for school, a little small speaker. And next, you know, when I was carrying this little small speaker, I put it on my bike. It was little iHome speakers. You know how the iHomes was. And I put it on my bike and shit. And I get ready to mob away, bro. And she just starts saying something to me. I forgot what she said. I'm just like, you don't gotta be such a fucking bitch. Like, you know, keyword I don't mean to say the bad words. Hopefully we don't get no freaking flag for this, but you get what I'm saying. The B word. You don't gotta keep being a second beat. And so when I said that, I didn't know that when I'm going to school, she's finna be my substitute teacher for the class today. So look, I pull up to school and I'm riding a bicycle. Now she drove to the school, so she passed me on the way to the school. As I'm riding a bicycle like this, bro, I'm riding a bicycle, bro. My neighbor, the Karen, she passing me, dude. And I'm like, fuck, dude, where's she going? She better not be going to the same school, bro. We just came from the house, dude. I could have caught a ride with her ass, right? You could have caught a, we could have, yeah, oh shit, look. So I could have caught a ride with her, right? Like, you going to the same place and everything. So then when I pull up, I lock up the bike, you know, because we had the bike locks. If you know how it was back then, you got the little racks where you put your bikes in. And we in the Bay Area, so everybody's on bikes and shit. And so I put my rack in the bike at the Mongoose. Then I had the Next too. So I had 2 bikes. And so I was on my Mongoose at that time. And I parked the Mongoose. I put it in, put the little bell thing around for the bike. And I'll never forget, she just pulls around and says, I'll see you in a bit. And she just smiling. And I'm just like, I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the fuck this bitch? What you mean you'll see me in a bit? And this is my neighbor. But she's finna be my teacher for the day. She the substitute, right? So now look. Hey, look, check this out, bro. So look, now she getting up into school and she's getting all ready. You know, she has to check in because they give her a little pass. Because, you know, substitutes ain't like a real teacher. It's just, you know, she temp for the day. And so fucking next, you know, she comes into the class. And then she's just like, hey, you guys, how you doing? Introduces herself. And her name's Karen. Her real name's Karen. So she's like, hi, my name's Karen. Karen is da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just laughing, right? I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, I look over my fence and I got to deal with this bitch, bro. She's right here in my backyard, dude. Y'all don't understand. This is my neighbor, bro. I got to deal with her every day, dude. So I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? This is weird as fuck. Because I never thought I would see my neighbor. Like, you know, us being neighbors, she would yell at us when we're cutting the grass. Can you stop mowing the lawn? Stop mowing the lawn. And so I'm just so thinking to myself, like, in the class, all the things that I see her normal. And then I'm in the classroom looking at her like, I kind of zoned out for her a bit, bro. I was just like, this bitch is really up in this classroom, bro. She really here, bro. And so then, like, it was funny, bro, because, like, she started giving us all, like, packets. You know, we had little work packets that we were doing. And then she was just laughing because she put on a movie and got hella candy. And she was like, oh, I know you. You don't need candy. If I get you candy, your pops is gonna da 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 da. Because, you know, my pops was who was next door. So, like I was saying, man, the live messed up, man. Fuck. I be hating that shit, dude. Somebody was calling me. I had to answer that, man. That shit start to fuck up the live, man, during the story time, man. We already been at it for a few hours, y'all. Most definitely like, share, subscribe. We'll jump back onto the story time soon. But like I said, I'll try to finish it off right now real quick. Well, either way, it was a funny thing because, like, you know, we was at the school and like I said, you know, she became the teacher. And so, like, it was just a surprise. And she's like, I'm going to tell your pops all this. And, like, it just sucked because I was still shocked that I couldn't believe, you know, this is somebody that I'm used to seeing right next to me at home and shit. And the next thing you know, she fucking the substitute and shit. So it made it hella funny, bro. It made it funny. But I'm about to get off of here, y'all. What'd he say? Let's see if we can read Dork Vader. He said a few things. He said homie was tweaking a bit. He met him in town at night to buy some trees. Stood from under a small roof of the city culture center right, where they parked bikes because it was raining. Damn. That's crazy. Then my homie said, damn, I need a lock for my bike. So he steals a code lock from one of the bikes. 2 minutes later, the bike owner comes and doesn't understand anything. He was so sure that he had locked. He said, but the bike was where he locked him, and his girl right there was looking for him. Man, I laughed my ass off when he was looking. He had them two looking. He said they was like, where my bike at? We know he left it. Got him. Got him. Oh, that was a good one, dude. I like that one. All right, y'all. But yeah, I'm finna jump off of here, man. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Other than that, I'm finna just go get back to it, man. I got new music and shit I'm finna work on. Other than that, I hope y'all have a blessed day. It's been a nice little couple hours with y'all, man. It's been a great live. It's been a great live. I'm excited. It's more to come, man. More to come, man.
I know I'm over here rocking the brand new Pepsi sweater too. Look brand new, dude, looking clean. I'm trying to tell you, Red, stay looking clean. I ain't the cleanest, but I do like to look a little clean, even if I'm in the dirty five. Yeah, man. But nah, for real though, I want to say this been a great live, bro. We got a lot of knowledge out, a lot of a lot of stuff, so y'all can understand me as an artist, and why I do things as an artist. There's still a lot to learn, I can't give you guys all the game, but I'm gonna give you enough where you can really learn something, utilize it for yourself, and I want to show you guys that you can do it too. And like I told you guys, I thought it was kind of cool that somebody, reached out and said I should be a public speaker and do public speeches because I'm already doing public speeches. I would like to start doing it where we charge people for public speeches. But right now, I do public speeches for free. But I would like to do it where, I get to the point where I can start charging people for just going to do a speech in public. It'd be amazing because not only just doing a speech in public, like I could tell people what's right from wrong and actually explain it from a street point of view, but then explain it on a college level point of view too, you know what I mean? Because not only I was in the streets, I did got a degree. I went to college, so it's like I ain't the dumbest. I'm not smart. I could teach you really how to really better yourself and improve because I'm still bettering myself as we speak. Like I said, I'm repairing my credit still as I go, but shit, I've repaired my credit down $60,000 recently, so I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Then not only have I done that, I've turned my life around with the way I look at stuff. That's why I told you guys I do the third party perspective now. Before I used to just give it my perspective. And then I had to sit back and say, hold on, my perspective is making me miss everything. I need to give it a third party perspective, and then I can see it all. And so once I really start to doing that, now I really see it all. I can't really miss nothing. I see everything. Which is good and bad, It's good because you can see stuff before it happens. It's kind of like seeing the future. But it's bad because then you see stuff that you don't want to see happen, and you already know something bad's about to happen before it even happens, and that's not good. Because then sometimes it gives me a bad reaction, because sometimes I'll try to stop something bad that I know is going to happen, even if it happens, or just, you can't stop it. You got to let it happen. That's the thing. Even though I can see it, and I might be able to tell you about it, I can't really stop it from happening. It's just, that's the point of seeing the future. I could kind of just see it a quick glimpse. It's kind of crazy, bro. It's a trip, bro. Like, a lot of people told me I'm a chosen one. I get that a lot, even when I went to the pastor. Like I told you, I'm at church and I'm kind of late. I made my pastor wait. My pastor even said I was a chosen one, and I agree, but it's not that you just become a chosen one. Like, like God has people that he chooses for specific purposes. And once you realize that God set you here for a purpose, and he set us here for a purpose, and you realize that, then you know what to do with your purpose. Like, my purpose is to keep my family legacy going. Obviously, since my grandfather died. Think about if my grandfather was still alive. That should be crazy. Yeah, he'd be old now, but he would still be here. And so, it's a lot to think about, bro. That's why I try to keep it pushing. I'm doing this for a family legacy, but it ain't even a family legacy that I'm trying to push. I'm really just pushing me. Because like I told you, most of my family from the family legacy, they ain't here no more. So it's like, it ain't really like we trying to push a legacy onto the people like that. Nah. It's just really keeping the music and the momentum going of what we used to do. Like, that's the thing. My family's always been the type to record music, always been the type to go to the studio, always been the type to perform at shows and have venues or throw events. So it's like I've always been like that. That's why I laugh. You guys even think, remember, like I said, it's red. I'm VIP when I pass the gate. Because, like, it's real. Like, now I'm VIP anytime I pass a gate and I go to an event. But before, maybe like what, 2015, 2016,
Or nah, I'm gonna say 2013, 2014. 2013, 2014. I wasn't always VIP. Like even Burner didn't always keep me VIP at all the cookies events. Like I got a couple events where I had some regular passes like a regular person, bro. And some people came they be scared to act like that or like scared to say it. Nah, I was still with Burner like I'm VIP, even with the regular shit. Uh but I've had times where I'm straight VIP, like I said, when we eating at the Last Supper and like having like a big dinner table where it's all of us. It was a bunch of people at that shit. That shit was crazy, bro. The food was amazing though. So shout out to all the chefs that cooked it up. But yeah, that was the longest table I seen, and it was nothing but bosses at the table, bro. Literally, literally. I was blessed to be able to be there and be in the presence of everybody because it was kind of the biggest Bay Area rappers. All the people from the Bay was in that motherfucker. So it was raw to see everybody come together and sit down and eat for once, and we're all, Bay Area rapper dudes, Ain't much, there wasn't many female Bay Area rappers to begin with. Like what, we got little Kayla, you got a couple other people, but it ain't that many. You know what I mean? It ain't that many for real. You know who I like that's from the Bay? I think we forget that's from the Bay. Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole hard. Keisha Cole hard. Keisha Cole hard for sure. I like Keisha Cole hard for sure. Hold on. I mean, dogs always got to do what's going on. Them dogs, man. Alright, man. So look, we finna shoot it up on this last one, and then after this, we're finna probably get up off this live, bro. I ain't cheaped it up one with y'all. We'll blow one down real quick. It's the other one. This is the one. This is the wrong one. Oh, shit. And that's the thing. Like I posted that thing, I'm not saying that people putting you in a bad situation or anything like that, lied to you or whatever, everybody has their own opinions to do what they want with that situation. Like with my ex, if you're in a third party relationship, or if a she's in a relationship with this guy, but then she's trying to have a relationship with you, like that's happened to way many more men than you think, dude. I'm not the only one that's happened to. It's happened to a lot of people. Yeah, he said the bike, but where was the lock? Him and his girl right there looking for it. And they laughed my ass off when they left. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. You still in here, Dork Vader? I need sleep, bro. It's late out here. It's 3 at night. Damn, bro. Holy shit, dude. It's hella late. All right, man. Well, then get your sleep, man. I didn't know it's 3 a.m. over there. Damn, it's 3 a.m., dude. Holy shit. It's 3 a.m. right now. That's when you know you're on the other side of the world, dude. He said it's 3 in the morning, Red. Hey, at least he was up in the live, man. He tapped into the live at 3 in the morning on the other side of the country. My brother. Sell out to Salute, man. He said we really on the whole other side of the country in the world. Not even the country, the world, I meant to say. Why I say the country? The world. On the whole other side of the world. And he says 3 a.m., y'all. What time is it right now? I'm pretty sure it's like 5 o'clock. Oh, 6. So 6 to 3. Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's almost an 8-hour job, dude. Cause you picture 6 to 4. 6 to 4 would be. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. So that's like 7 hours. That's crazy work. We on a 7-hour difference. Golly, get some sleep, Dork Vader. You have a good night, brother. Get some sleep, my brother. And most definitely we'll see you live tomorrow when we go live. And like I said, I might talk about the stuff with my grandfather and all the history with the the Bill Graham. I ain't gonna talk about everything, but I'll talk about, some of the things they've done and some of the things that they thought of, and created. Because like I said, my grandfather and Bill Graham were both creators, let alone both promoters and they were both businessmen, and they were some of the biggest businessmen in the United States history, which is something that I wish I could have known a long time ago. Because if I would have known that, I would have took their little fucking and started putting my shit together a long time ago. Instead, I just started what 10 years ago. I just now started after I turned what? Because now I'm 30, so yeah, I was 20 years old once I started to kind of find out about my grandfather and stuff. And it's not even like to find out about him. I knew my grandfather, but I'm talking like knowing about the music. I never knew these motherfuckers were legends and shit. That's what I hate. A lot of my family kept it from me for a reason, you know? They kept it from me because they didn't want you to know these things. Like, I don't know if they felt like I would have went out and about and just talked about it too much or something, but obviously they kept told me to keep it away. And now I'm an adult. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, man, we'll holler next time. We'll holler next time, bro. He said it's crazy, bro. 3 hours, 7 hour difference, Dork Vader, man. We'll see you again, bro. This been a great live. I want to say I appreciate everybody that's came in. Thank you all for joining. Double tap. Thank you all for coming into the live. And it's a lot more content coming, man. It's just the beginning, y'all. I hope everybody have a blessed night, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. Have a blessed day, y'all. And I want to say, it's red. It's